hours.
Looking for some fries.
Unter should be here in around
game?
2 hours.
No.
He'll probably start the stream
Need
then.
to
Blah,
see
blah, blah.
Usain Bolt someone. Simple. You're right on cue, Bruntley. Right on cue, Bruntley. Alright, have we got a big finish planned? They're giving him some build-up, aren't they? Whoa! Money spread into a gun show? Someone here to be the loudest person in the hands in the middle, and then leave for a bit. Camping will be starting the first map. It's like a browser extension that just turns for funny words into emotes. Ooh, all right. Who will be the first champion of the year? ZETA's perfect run versus Falcons' big stage comfort.
Oh.
It makes a little bit too much sense for me, this one.
Wait, let me rewind that. I can't rewind. I have to purchase Quick View Plus to use the time machine on Soup. Damn it. All right.
What do you want, Soup?
I don't know. I haven't. Good meowing, Cinnabar. I just haven't pulled the clean feed up yet.
Do you want a link to the clean feed?
Does it still look like shit?
It's the same as it always was.
Ah. Well, then I wouldn't dream of insinuating that it looks like shit. Looks like pure quad.
Reply to your message either, but it was good.
It was good. That's all right, mate. I only sent that message 15 hours ago. I didn't really have an expectation
Wait,
you'd be getting back to it.
by that time.
That's what I mean. And I also don't reply to messages after waking up, so I completely understand.
Some of us had to go to work, mate. Some of us can't be jet setting around.
It's actually incredible that like
Ubers back to their mansion.
The entire week and weekend is just getting clowned about not having a job, and then I get back here and you're like, some of us had to go to work. You also being at the fake job that doesn't exist. So it's like no escaping workplace clownage.
Yeah, just,
under no circumstances can this be considered work. W Quick View Plus, Wagay, Hi Dill, Hi Bread.
Tell Nat.
Iconoco.
Tell that to my Toyota.
Hey, swing chip, before you say it. Look who's here after the game. Hey, I'm a bad luck charm. You should be thanking me that I just got here. We wouldn't have taken that map if I was watching. I'm just going to say it. We wouldn't have taken that map if I was watching. Look who didn't cheer for his own team.
No, Swing. What you don't understand, Swing, is Unter is a true believer. Unter was back for the grand final because he was expecting T1 to be in that grand final. The conversation isn't to be had with Max right now.
Tell about your YouTube chat. Tell about your YouTube chat.
With Rush.
Tell about the YouTube chat.
He was here. He was cheering. He was rooting for a turnaround. He was rallying the chat, rallying the fans behind T1. And then they won a map.
I legit jumped into Xavi's YouTube chat the second I landed, and I'm saying how we are going to dig deep and turn it around. And would you believe we won a map? We nearly won Numbani as well. What the fuck is wide pup jam? Like, what is that crap? Just AI garbage. Like, shocking.
When's the Q&A? Looking into this. Maybe we'll record it next week.
Hey, Nat.
Who knows? We're actually streaming. Is it Tuesday and Wednesday we're streaming?
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday. Where we get to watch the wheat chaff separation. Just please no hero ban versus
with
Crazy
the most
Raccoon.
clearly
Like,
labelled chaff.
yeah. It's like, well, there's the teams from Korea and then there's the teams that are not from Korea. Who will win in this masterfully formatted online 2-day 1-2 stage? The fact that they're all 1-2s as well, just pumping through them. Like, no.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad they're you know, they're not pretending that hard.
Yeah. We all know what's coming. The 13-year-old will come out on top. Hey, Globjam. I totally trust that everybody's favorite 13-year-old Top Dragon will come out on top of this one. No doubt about it. Does YouTube stream work?
Who could?
Yeah, it works.
All right. Okay, so Falcons are actually opting out of the Cat Bastion mirror immediately. I would have been thinking they would be more willing to take it. So it's going to be ZETA Division, trying to play Anna, Ilari, Ball. There's a May in the mix here as well. Presumably Proper's going to go on to... Oh, he's going to go on to Farah actually here. So I guess the May is an anticipation of there going to be a Diva from Hanbin. Anticipation that will turn out to be correct. But with these slower DPS, and Anna Juno from Falcon seems like a pretty reasonable backline to play in all of this as well.
Should we sync up? Do we do that anymore? Do we still play these games?
8.
Oh, it just works,
7.
would you believe? Oh, wait.
Oh.
6? Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. A little flicker pause. Don't even need it. ZETA Division now, they are playing the main side. Falcons just balled up back a point. I don't need to hear none of that cackling already from you, Zabby. Fielder, heads up nade, takes down Knife, though. Go on, say it. Finish it.
Just can't wait for this guy to get promoted instead of me, even though I'm at work earlier, I care to all of these things, but, you know, the business world is never fair, never just. Hammond's going to trade
it never just works, does it?
Got a couple of kills. And that's going to be Falcons winning the first fight.
Nicely done from Fielder. He's about half HP, taking some damage from God only knows where. Violet, Plog walking up main, just constantly pumping in damage. No kills coming out the back of it, but he will continually pressure people back. The closer, the Iceman up top, waiting for somebody to slip into his grasp. He unfortunately can't find any squishies to slam. Watch out though, Chio. You're in trouble. Slam comes out now. Bit of damage out onto Chio, but can't quite hit the one clip. Will hit some boops out onto the Tracer though. Oh my god. Gets 2. Checker's nearly taken off the map. Recall forced. He's dead. Proper cleans him up, but Shu has fallen off screen, so it ain't done yet. Falcons, we're going to lose their suit. Hanbin out of contention. ZETA Division now 1-man advantage, but Violet traded by Merit. Milgaru's sleeping on the job. Really doable here for either side. Fielder comes up with a kill and a knife. Still doesn't have that nano boost though. Fielder Chio so cute on the objective, but ZETA have a tank.
Yeah, they have a tank and they're just going to run over it. The Anna Juno, not good in these scrappy fights. The Tracer swap is going to be a big problem for him in reality. Now we're going to throw out the Nano. They think they can win. They still have
Checkers.
point. Transfer of shields is good for him, but he's going to do it. One clip, 2 kills. He has the pulse bomb. He throws it out. He can't get it. Violet gets the trade. There's a minefield on point, but Hanbin is tucked in the corner for Val. He's trying to fly around. He's trying to keep it contested. He's still very far away from bomb. They kill Chio in main. Hanbin will finally be demeched. Violet's still swinging on this coast. Merit's going to roll in for one more. They will lose it eventually there, but got another good, like, sort of 20-30% out of that.
Oh, Checkers highlight reel clip there. Double one clip onto the Tracer and the Honor at the same time. That's naughty. That's a little naughty, I must confess. Double support ultimate for ZETA now, and they are in control. So it's a bit of a shame for Falcons, honestly, that they couldn't turn it with that Nano Tracer, because it's not like you're going to be winning fights versus this comp with a Diva Bomb. Minefield, a lot more value in the tank role. Push out into main. Chio looking mighty cute as Shu starts drilling him out the sky. Violet can't hit the shot though. Captive son, but Chio, he's cuter than can be. Violet will be traded out by Checkers, but 1 for 1. This is not great for ZETA Division. Proper's low. Knife low as well. ZETA feels like they're bleeding out, and Falcons, they've gotten another kill onto Knife. They've got bodies on the point. Nano Proper, perhaps able to save the day. Flashbang juked by Proper as he blinks deeper and deeper still. Shu hits the ante, and Proper's just so good for it. Pulse comes out, blocked by Chio, just barely. Falcons, though, they have not been able to get the flip.
They're rotating towards point, actually. They're going to try and make it here, but it's a dangerous cross for the Anna Brig. They force Milgari away for now. He's half HP, gets the shield. Hanbin's going to get himself on point. He is slept up on point now. Bomb if he gets into trouble, though, and he's got into trouble. Going to drop this bomb at the choke as his backline are now back in main. Hanbin needs help on this remake bonus and override protocol, but it can't confirm the kill. Knife looking for splash damage on the backline. They're both half HP, but Hanbin will mark the rest of it, and they've turned and killed Proper during this, and Milgari dies. They've dealt with both the threats, and now Falcons kicking it on point easily.
Now a push forward for Falcons, hooning into that back line. Really difficult for Zeta Division to retake here. Milgizzy, he is going to be able to tap point. He's going to be able to throw down the minefield. But Zeta, no support ultimates to speak of. Falcons, a nano boost, a high noon. Really good tools to deal with Milgaru coming back. And Zeta's backline is going to have to be so careful. Sleep onto Hanbin is immediately woke. Christopher would be disgusted. Shu goes down already to Hanbin. And Falcons haven't even had to use an ultimate yet. Minefield comes out now. I presume it's not even on the point. It's on Fielder. And Fielder's just going to sleep Milgizzy. Zeta, full store mode.
Well, yeah, Checkmate's running in now to chase Proper out. He gets back to the mini, but they have to keep tipping and tapping the point right now, Zeta Division, which means it's difficult. They might buy enough time for Shu to get back and maybe even get a nano, but the overtime's expiring. There's now a nano on the back.
This is a disaster.
He needs to get onto this Alari. He's chasing Violet down. He shifts away. He should be able to get his kill on Violet eventually, but it took him a while. Merit's found a kill on point, though, and the overtime will expire. They had a rally in the back pocket just in case, so Falcons will win that first round. Deal with that one there. Nicely done. Felt like really just very stable backline from Falcons. Dealt with Milgaru and Proper more often than not.
Oh, huge discipline in that final fight from Team Falcons. You can see they were trying to cut the tail, running around the back. Their Diva and their Tracer catching Violet so slowly. But at the same time, the backline did a phenomenal job surviving all of the pressure from Zeta Division on their recontest. Proper was running amok. Milgaru was on the point as well. But Chio, he holds on, gets the rally, keeps them in control. No flip conceded. Pure discipline from Falcons. Now we roll over to Garden. And it is, well... Oh no, this is Control Center. I'm lying through my crooked teeth. And I don't know how to feel about this one. Milgaru over to the Ramatra. Falcons again just able to pressure backline with the Diva Tracer. Milgizzy can hold it down on the point, leverage a flip a little bit easier from this one. But Falcons' backline, they started on a slippery comp with the Juno.
Yeah, they're stuck in this backline. Hamber's going to get naded in main, and the Rams are going to be able to camp this door for forever, really. A hard one for Falcons to break through. They need someone to flank around. They're going to be a shift out on point here from Hambin, but up against that May and the Tracer chasing him too. He can't take too much space. Should nade on the backline as they rotate all the way around, but Merritt's just going to walk onto Shu. He's caught him there. The quicker rotations, and Shu can't get away. Knife's taking his duel in main. He's losing it slowly, but he's forced for deep peek, and Violet's killed for... killed Hambin in the meanwhile. Now the backline's going to keep rotating, but they're going to walk into a ram now. But Milgaru's slow.
Go on, Merit!
Can Merit do it? Oh no, Knife can! He shuts down both there just when they need it. Merit was on the verge of taking that one over, but crucial dinks from Knife.
That is unbelievable. Felt like Merit had done the work, had carried his team over the line, but Knife, he just one-ups him. Dirty bastard. Now Zeta Division, even without ultimates, they still retain control, and with perks fully online, Shu's going to be doing bulk damage on the Ana over on the coast harm, but he's going to want to delete that angle right away. You can see him rotating coast, but Shu, he's got eyes in the back of his head and a sense for what's coming, so he's going to rotate right away from this. Proper's going to be the one holding the coast side instead. In the back checkers, he's all alone, and Shu is on the hunt. Harbin rolls on through the point. Just shifting up onto the high ground, though, doesn't really do anything to pressure Milgaru out. Looks like his form has been used, so soon it'll be Team Falcons' time to push, but Harbin, he's just faffing about in the back line.
Yeah, they dive in for that one, but defensive nade from Shu keeps him alive as he rotates towards coast. Pulse bomb out onto the wall only. Checkmate doesn't have recall for this one. Hambin and Checkmate are going so far, but they've turned into one kill. Has the Captive Son to stay on the map right now. Hambin's got the Matrix up. Milgaru's found the backline on point, and Hambin's just going to see the writing on the wall and get out of this one quick.
Straight out of it now. Zeta Division 75% already. Merit dead late. Has to jump off the map. Take matters into his own hands. Checkers is on Widow. There's nothing to see, mate. Or maybe Violet will peek you, actually. There's always something to see when you're going up against this guy. Yeah, never count out Violet for this. But the backline for Falcons, they're only just now coming into these ultimates for their final turn. Proper gets a nano boost as he's blinking back. He pulses the Diva. Harmon does not get the bomb. Whole backline's dead now. Wait, Gio, the bucket! Oh my days, Fielder! He doesn't even nano. Now there's a cute Juno running it in, but 99%, there's no touch.
Yeah, they can't touch. They can't touch, yeah.
Far out. That was pretty cute, though.
Yeah, against a nano Proper as well. Like, maximum difficulty there. Just gives him the moves. Pocket is good from Fielder, but that's just tied up 1-1, and that was a 100-0 round as well. I feel like the Ram swap, it felt maybe a bit rogue to start with, but it just meant that this backline could never really take space or have an impact the same way they were able to on Night Market.
Ooh, no Proper. Fuck, man. Is this just Proper missing, or is this the most unreal bucket from Fielder and Chio together? Chio snatching up a mini, getting the outer pocket. Like, that felt pretty clutch.
Yeah, no situations that I want to, like, the backlines clutching, you know? Like, they're making them miss.
Yeah. All right.
All right, 16-3 for Proper as we head into the final and decisive round on Garden. TP's out as spawn, and this time Falcons are going slower and pokier here. So another flip from Falcons in terms of what they're playing. They might have a bit of a tank disadvantage here, but a Farah Emre is going to be very awkward for a Tracer mate to play into here.
I mean, Milgara's sticking it out on the Ramantra this time around. He can block the bridge, but he can get caught in some pretty awkward situations if he gets dragged away from the close chokes. Sitting on point can be really helpless for him, and already you see a fast push for Team Falcons. Nade's going to take down Shu off screen. Merit's going to finish off poor old Knife, but Fielder and Checkers have been caught. Violet and Proper have found their own kills. No heals left for Milgaru. Violet's going to get naded out, and the trades just keep on coming. Proper's not letting up. It's a 2v2 right now, Xavier.
Pistol out right now. He's low HP. There it is for Dink on the way out there. 23 HP. Makes all the difference, and Falcons get the first flip. They still need Hambin's mech back, but 80% shouldn't be too far away to deal with. You can see Merit there. Absolutely stone cold there, watching the dollars pile up into his bank account before his very eyes.
This isn't a money match, is it?
It's like $5,000 or $5,000 difference on the line.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
$1,000 on the line here for Merit. Minus 10 Falcons is presumed. Oh, Shu, come on. Fully perked, takes down Fielder. Just pre-fight. Total nonsense pick. But here we are. Milgaru rolling onto the point now in the flip. 25%. The contest continues. Boop on through, slam out, and Harmon's out of suit. At least we get the pulse out of Proper. What's 2?
2k different. 2k difference.
Okay,
so
yeah, no. 5k difference. Yeah, 5k difference sounded ridiculous for the current era of Overwatch esports. Like, it's your turn
Never
to talk
believe
now.
the first message in chat, only believe the second message in chat. It's going to be a Captive Sun for Violet now. Milgaru's looking for an early slam on the choke. He will get that slam into the sky. Defensive matrix on all of this. Captive Sun wasn't committed there. Hammer's going to get booped off the map, but he has the shift. Violet's going to headshot checkmate though. There's no way to shift out of that one. Captive Sun and a nade, and everything will hit. The wall blocks their retreat as well, and it will just be very much killing them in spawn right
no,
now.
Hanbin.
This is looking
He's lost his suit.
as well. He's never going to get a bomb for this one. Checkmate swapped to Widow for a late trade, but we'll never know if he hits the shot or not. But it seems maybe he didn't. Hambin's back in suit. They have a nano. They nearly have a rally. They have some ults, but this cross across bridge is going to be very treacherous.
Slam comes down, bash out onto the Iceman, but he's got about 10,000 HP. Now Merit's up in the skybox. He gets the nano boost. Actually, everyone's balled up on that bridge. Shoot doesn't stand a chance. Farewell. See you in Valhalla. Down goes. Oh, I thought Knife was going down, but he's actually going to live to tell the tale. Violet's going to keep on peeking. He sets Merit on fire. He wins that duel with the help of the Iceman. Ridiculous. Knife's dead in the front, but Shu's coming back, and he has a nano boost too. He is going to be able to nano boost Proper or Violet on the coast here. And you know if it gets scrappy, that's coming out. Geo pops the rally, bash out onto Milgaru, but now he has to run over to the point trying to get his Inspire online. Got to be careful not to be booped back into things. Rolling out now. Fielder's in big trouble. Nearly gets clipped. Will get clipped by Proper, who received Shu's nano boost. And the numbers game, it's just favoring Zeta Division right now. Hambin's out of suit once more, and we already know that he doesn't have the bomb because he's had to swap 15 times this map. Merit in the dojo, the last hope for Team Falcons, but it's looking all hopeless now. Zeta Division cleaning up.
Outmanned, outgunned. It's going to be Checkmate who has to trigger the overtime there. He's used recall for this one as well. So is Chio getting the next touch? He's not getting it. Checkmate can maybe get one more. Juno in the window from Fielder to help. Hambin is now on point, but it is really just Hambin on point right now. Merit is slowly coming back, but this has been a complete blowout here on these last 2 rounds. Zeta Division will take map number 1, and maybe most importantly, take the cap ban as well.
Oh, you were saying Falcons look like the strongest team in these cap bans, right?
I'm pretty surprised, yeah. I mean, obviously we've not seen Falcons Zeta play since, you know, last week where they got kind of smoked, but it felt like they looked really good. Like, there was more tricks and more, like, sort of small one-upsmanships in some of these Bastion duels and some of the counterplay of some of the ultimates. So I was expecting them both to sort of just go toe-to-toe and then make the decision based on who does better. So I was a bit surprised to see Falcons actually opt to use the cap ban here, because now they either use another ban, right, ban the Bastion here, try and find another comp they can win on instead. Maybe like an Atlas and a Sim comp or something feels reasonable. Or they just have to find a way to win the Cat Bastion mirror, but the fact that they banned it first implies they're maybe not as confident.
What's up, Cam? Do you miss when Jamie would talk about the game between maps?
Yeah. Are you gonna do that?
No.
Too, right? Oh.
It's unreal, right? Oh, there's the clip. Shit, man. I'm just thinking, what's for dinner? That's some.
I've got all the stuff to make curry, or I could just order a pizza.
Music. Fuck it, why not, Aggressive Duck? Why not? What are you feeling? You know, Australian Jamie between maps slot. What did Jamie do between maps, Bussy Brigadier? Tell me all about Jamie. Tell me what Jamie does.
What's the game called? He was playing a... You know what you've got yourself in here, a situation. You're like, you're the mother coming back home, and it's like, oh, the babysitter let us do this before bed.
I just want to know what he was up to. Like, he played Battle Block Theatre?
Oh, here's the cutest tuner in the whole damn world.
I don't know what that is. I thought he was playing balloons for a bit.
He played a little bit of balloons, but I think he's played like quite a lot of balloons, so he was
just
another alternative,
just an expert on that. Okay, well, we're still looking for some music right now. Your daily dose of audible sunshine. Listen now. What is audible sunshine? Just the way you are by Bruno Mars is the top list. Training season, like just the way you are as a first pick is just get the fuck out of here. I'm not listening to that. Veronica's. There you go. There you go. Is it working? Is the layer on?
Ooh, thank you, Rain Blitz, for the Prime. 3 months of Prime. 2 Unter middle fingers to Cass smile. A good combo.
Cam, you didn't reply to my message. You messaged me and then you didn't reply after I replied to you.
Wait, ZETA can be eliminated if they lost a best of 3? Yes, but they would have to lose to one of the Japan and Pacific teams.
It's like, is Please No Hero Band going to beat ZETA Division? Like,
yeah. At which point, honestly, if they lose to them, they actually deserve to be out.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just ridiculous, you know. Like every game can be an elimination game, you know. Like if you verse absolute bums, like you can get knocked out at some point. You're not going to lose to them.
Merit might lose money, and this is so sad. Can we get 50 gifted? You know what, Nukin? I couldn't agree more.
Hunter, after getting the collegiate raid, ... I got check. Yeah.
We're going to see such bullshit comps versus these specific Japanese teams.
Oh, God. I mean, as if Cat Bastion wasn't enough bullshit.
I know, right?
So is Cat Bastion like proper meta now though? Like, what are some of the solutions? Hi, Fen.
So I think obviously there's like the ban solutions on a bunch of maps that have been quite good. One thing, I think the smartest one we've seen so far is, well, we've not seen too many, is from T1, where what they did is they played Atlas and they actually played Zarya, Echo, Cass. And they were having a lot of success against it. It was like a Zarya mirror, but obviously Cat Bastion. They had to like clutch big time on a few fights, but it felt like actually Zest and Proud did a lot of work throughout all of that. And then eventually Knife got the, I forget the name of it, but you know the Bastion perk where he gets like the Bomber perk, where he just turns into a cannon and shoots all the big splash damage. As soon as he got that, they swapped to a Cat Bastion mirror T1. So then Knife was stuck on the wrong perk. And the match itself didn't quite play out as cleanly as that theory and that sounds. They had to like clutch and turn a load of big fights and all of this and big moments from, I think, Zest and Proud in particular. But it felt like there was actually legs to it, you know? Like, even before they did the swap, they're actually just winning on Kiri, Lucio, like Echo, Zarya.
I'm being told that the Gatos Guapos have the attainable group. They have career seeds 1 and 4 instead of 2 and 3.
Okay.
So all they have to do is beat T1.
Beat T1.
Which is impossible because nobody can beat T1. So yeah, it's unlucky, Aki, actually. But no, they have Japan. They have Japan 2, Korea 1-4. So like, if there's an attainable group, it'd be that one, right?
Yeah, that would be the most likely.
Because the other one, like beating Korea 2-3, feels like less likely.
Yeah, it's most likely, but it's a relative term, right? Where most likely is actually still
Almost
highly
impossible,
unlikely.
yeah. But it's also first to twos, so you get like that extra variance factor. Whoa! Did somebody just enter the dojo? Hang on. What the hell is that? The YouTube thing. Yo, I just got 18 AED. I think it's like dirhams or something. The AED currency. United Arab Emirates dirham. There we go. That was 18 of those. What's that like? That's like $5 or something. That's $6.81 actually. Thank you very much. Abdel Rama. I can't read your whole name. It turns into ... So I'm struggling with that one. I'm sorry. We know you didn't go to a wedding. Instead, you went to Perth to watch UFC and watch JDM get smoked by Carlos. But here's your dinner money. Thank you very much. And don't tell Swing that I was rubbing shoulders with Joe Rogan, and that was actually why I couldn't make it. Thank you very much.
I mean, no wonder you were gone for so long. Those are pretty big shoulders to rub.
That's huge shoulders.
that's a couple of days' work right there.
Unter in Perth and didn't say it. I wasn't in Perth. I was in Queensland.
It's amazing how quickly some of this information can spread. All right. Did we see the bans? Was I not paying attention? Where are we going now? Falcon's choice of map and mode and all of this.
Hunter
was that Perth's wedding at Perth? Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Hunter in Queensland and didn't tell C-Tones. What the hell is this song? What the hell is playing right now?
Alright, so Winston banned... For Falcons have gone to Gibraltar. They banned Winston as Milgaro was in, so they forced a Diva mirror here. And Zeta Division have banned Anna.
That's actually quite uncharacteristic. It does make LS
Thank
thing.
you, Ice, for the Prime. Welcome back.
But this could just be a fear of the Han Binston situation, you know? I know it's a Cat Bastard.
They do always lose to him. So
yeah, it genuinely never...
At a certain point, you have to look at the data, you know? And just... you can't beat him.
Thank you, Fork. Unter, did you also go to the Cactus meetup in Perth? No, I did not, Square Thumb. I went to an island of magnets. Alright, Cat Bass coming out for both sides here. Streets have been telling me that this is the meta. Not sure about the flex DPS picks though. The May versus the Reaper, I can't even pretend to comprehend this. Really? Reaper's been big?
Been doing work.
Top Dragon was picking a bit of Reaper in the Australian final phase tryouts actually, and it looked quite good. And there was yeah, it could be a Top Dragon sweep.
Alright, point has been moved underneath right now by Proper. Checkmate will drop and meet that one as well. Hanbin will come to help out a little bit here, but he maybe has more interest. It feels like Hanbin in these Bastion swing timings, he has been, for one, getting the real min-max. He's been body blocking into Matrix. He is just, you know, doing everything he possibly can to help Merit right now. He comes to get himself in front of Nat Swing, as there's going to be just a Mabe trying to beam Hanbin on point, but now Checkmate and Merit will swing that one back. Needs to be a little bit careful. Susie's been forced on point. There is a Cat and a Bastion on the high ground behind him, so they tuck tail and run into server room. There's going to be a TP out from Checkmate, some bombs onto the May to try and force an ice block, but Proper's held onto it for now. Will be forced to use it eventually, but Hanbin's awfully low, so he has to be careful. Going to try and fly out and above for this one, as Filk now has a Kitsune Rush, but he TP's backwards. Kitsune Rush out to keep everyone pocketed. It's going to be mirrored as well, but Merit's found a pig onto knife. Player advantage for Falcons as they come back forward. Eyes on this May, full beam going, still pocket coming around, but a Blizzard on point. Hanbin's in trouble, catnapped and stunned. Counter catnap comes in. Proper's going to be stunned as well. No one dies through all of this. Merit's going to blast his way through the wall now. Look for this May. No, turns around and kills the Cat instead.
Oh, heavens.
They managed to clean up and hold on point there, and Falcons just managed to, you know, use ults for ults, avoid for Blizzard, keep themselves in this one.
Oh, solid showing there for Falcons. Spending a lot, but holding on, and now they have the entire front line's ultimates to play with as well. Zeta Division have to work their way back in once more. Minefield can be a little bit deadly towards the end of the point, though. Huge point pressure can be applied with that one. Milgizzi on the tap is going to be able to roll through and get it done. You can see set up on the high ground, though. Merit is getting taxied around by Chira, trying to mark out the Iceman. Here comes the Minefield now, all over the payload. Harmon's going to shift up above it, start playing Minesweeper in the open, but it's probably going to cost him his suit this game he's playing. Shifting onwards and off. Still has bomb, but he's about to have to use it. There he goes. Gets booped into a couple of mines, but Merit's actually found knife midair. Another cat fight goes the way of Team Falcons and Zeta Division. They don't really have a leg to stand on here.
Merit will clean up a cat behind as well, and all of a sudden it starts to look like maybe they do have the advantage in this mirror. I've got a couple of really good fights where the winner stemmed mostly from winning that trade initially on the Merit side of things. Will be artillery strikes available for both Bastions. A Blossom for Checkmate, who is a bit harder for him now versus for Tracer. But honestly, with the payload here, you just stand on point and stop proper forcing it at all. Clear the ball when he's there too. Merit's going to go for the swing right now. Hambin is using shift, so Hambin's matrixing from the ground right now, which means Falcons will play this swing a little bit safer. Blossom forces out the artillery strike. He really wants to kill Knife for this one as well. He goes deep. He has the Wraith if he needs it. He gets Knife. He gets out. There's a low HP proper behind him. Violet's low too. He just managed to fly out, but they're going to pocket everyone up. There's still a Tracer to worry about behind, but we're down to 35 seconds here for ZETA.
35 seconds on the clock. ZETA Division, they need some clutch, and unfortunately Shu's not on Anna, so there it is. Pulse comes out. Merit's going to instantly shrug it off with his ultimate. Fielder's going to go down up top while using his ultimate. Catnap's exchanged on both sides, but it looks like ZETA Division, well, there's the clutch they ordered, and with 15 seconds on the clock, they are going to push it through. First point conceded by Falcons.
Win that one in the end, but Catnap able to interrupt a little bit there, allow him to win that trade as well. And that'll be first point. Took, you know, every single second of their attack so far now, but, you know, one thing you can never count ZETA out on is clutches. Really, I think these two teams have been the opposite end of the scale in that, you know? Like, Falcons have been the team with the unforced errors and the blunders, and it's all clutch on ZETA Division from basically every player on the roster. High ground now for Team Falcons here, but they're going to have to try and clear some space. You can see Checkmate's going to run into this Tracer, just force an immediate recall now, so backs it all the way up, and Falcons have managed to stall out point for a little bit.
Oh, double tap on a proper there. Check is going to get it with the help of Fielder. Bastion form up on the high ground. Harmon's going to start swallowing form timing from Milgizzi. Mines all over the point, all out in the open, covering lots of ground, but Milgari doesn't stand a damn chance here in ZETA Division. They're not going to be snowballing through this one. Checkers TPing backline once again up onto the top of the ship, but Falcons, a minute 40 to hold, many ultimates with which to do it. Bunnykins bounce. Everybody contribute.
Proper free towards the mini. Fielder's going to drop and force that recall immediately. No space being granted to him. Milgario has gone in behind, trying to beam back Cat for now, but Hambin's holding him close. He's eating a pulse bomb there on the way as well as they turn for that one. He flies into a Bastion, so needs a bit of pocket. Fielder's going to drop in Suzu him actually here, but Knife's going to find the trade onto Chio. Merit's now stuck on the ground now, but he's with everyone, and Hambin has been boxed up. He's actually going to drop the bombs with this one as well. Force for TP, looking for the remake on the corner. He's found Shu? Question marks. Checkmate's going to trade Knife as well, so Falcons are trading effectively here, but don't know how Shu ended up dying to that one.
Chio trying to mark out the backside, but it does look like Proper is just going to be a thorn in the rear of Falcons. Might not matter when Hanbin will just swallow Violet whole. Little way fast TP up top from Checkers, playing mind games with the opposition. 45 seconds on the clock now, and Checkers is still continuing to hold this corner. Proper, he is going to present himself in the back, but they all know his position, so he's not going to be catching anybody out completely. Knife about to be taxied in. You can see the prep work coming through for Violet, but again, Milgaru has worked his way through. Forced Suzu out of Fielder, actually, so no free lunch here for Falcons as they approach the final fight. Oh, Harbin?
Oh, maybe a free lunch for ZETA Division here. Gonna just knock Hambin out of suit for free. Kitsune Rush comes out onto the point. Merit is in big trouble as Proper tries to confirm that one. They've lost Hambin behind. Shio's gonna find a trade onto Shuvo. Catnap comes through as well, and Checkmate's got the Bastion isolated in the back.
Look at the health on it.
He's healing him as well. Fielder's gonna come get involved. They finally take down Knife. They turn around to deal with this one. Artillery strike from Merit to survive. He just managed to survive. Proper's going to fall. A Blossom on point. That's gonna clear the minefield immediately. Milgaru can get one more touch, but there's no mines left to group anyone in. There's another touch available, I think, from both Milgaru and Violet. They both go for it. They both die for it. And that's going to be Falcons. A pretty good hold on second.
What the fuck is eyes show eyes? What could possibly have been the context of that? God, the artist has gone mad in my time away. Oh, man. Yeah, Reaper looks broken, actually. Reaper's doing way too much in these matchups.
It's just, especially with the dire triggers and everything. I mean,
it's probably like
the Tracer just gets fucked in these all these point force situations.
It's just like a fat target that's in the air. Like Reaper can somehow wind up being more effective in the range a lot of the time with dire triggers and whatnot. And then because there's no hit scan to like pressure Reaper out and poke him away, and hit scan just seems impossible in these Cat Bastion matchups because you just get like flown on and die, right? Yeah. And you survive. It's basically kind of same tier as a Tracer, but matches up better into big fat heroes like Knife on Bastion. And Hammond's on Malga.
Alright, Milgar's going to start on Bizarro, which feels pretty hot takey actually. I feel like we watched it a bit earlier in the earlier series today. That, of course, didn't exist. So when Bizarro on the defense especially felt a little bit awkward, whereas Bizarro on the attack at least has a point force, but it's such a hard map on Gibraltar, so I don't know about this one from Milgaru. And also just add in the fact that it's Milgaru and Zarya as well, which doesn't feel like a good fit or a particularly strong hero either. Proper is going to go Reaper though, and there's a real case that Proper might just be the best Reaper in the world. He was doing bits and bobs yesterday. I'm going to try and pull it out because it's a very shallow hold on second, right? 32 meters. That's really not a lot to work with. It kind of has to be a full hold or nothing here.
Yeah, looking a little difficult right now. But if there's a team to pull out a clutch, it would be ZETA Division. Streets have been telling me that Falcons is awful good at this comp though, so we'll have to wait and see whether it's possible. Lots of push being conceded early on here as Harmbin is just sitting on low ground, pushing the payload, and there is nobody on ZETA Division's side to drop down and contest early. Proper now drops down as they are going to start contesting for the back high ground. And it is quite difficult for Harmon to work his way through. Looks like the Reaper is doing huge damage. Knife has lost the Bastion duel though. Violet, unfortunately not the pilot of everybody's dreams. I'm told that he gets 0 stars for service on Soup's rankings of Korean cats. Look at this, little pop into the back for Checkmate. Goes for the one shot on Proper. Will finish that kill. Chio's been traded off screen though, and Fielder might be in a bit of strife too. Harmon, finish him!
Violet!
Oh,
Yeah, Violet Milgaru there, but the point! Point's going to go through during all of this there, and you saw at the start of that fight, even though ZETA Division are going to maybe win some of the late cleanup here a little bit, you saw at the start of that fight, Hambin goes to force point, ZETA respond with 3 people, but while they do that, everyone swings, they take the Bastion trade up top, so Checkmate's able to help with that Bastion trade, and obviously Hambin can get there much quicker than the TP will go through, so they end up winning that Bastion trade, and that seems to be their path to success. We now have 5 minutes and 30 odd meters to push. This is so tough for ZETA now.
Very difficult now. Merritt with another form timing. He's already forced the Wraith out of Proper. Big damage on a knife from below, but Merritt's just going to line aside him. A couple bombs come out. Oh my god, he's off the top rope! It's an RKO! Now Shu and Fielder are going to trade places. Milgar is low. The spin on point from Checkers is an absolute...
Finisher.
Yeah, that'll do it. Falcons. Team kill. That's the map. 1-1 scoreline.
Yeah. 1-1, little celebration cat map, and Falcons tied us all up here. And this is a crucial win, not just because they get to win a map pick, but they just won the Cat Bastion Mirror by a comically large margin, really.
Yeah,
they
no.
nearly full held on first point. They hold him. Have you ever seen a team get held 32 meters into Gibraltar second?
Once or twice, but you know, few and far between.
Yes. So, yeah, really good win for Falcons, both obviously in the immediate, but also in terms of the series and how it goes forward. And now, choice for ZETA Division, right? Do they just pivot and say, okay, we'll ban the Cat Bastion and let's go play like a Blizzard World or something, you know, and let's see how you do against Anna Ilari? Or do they back themselves to come back in the Cat Bastion here?
Oh.
Either way, I'm gonna get a drink.
He's getting himself a beverage. I don't think I need a coffee. I think there's only one match left today, and there's nothing in the near future that requires me to stay up really late. So I think I'm just gonna stick with this healthy sleep schedule that I've cultivated for myself. Yeah. Have a beer, son. I am so good on that. Actually, would you believe? Like you're not gonna believe this, but I'm so good on that after this weekend. Like just really happy to keep that one in check for the foreseeable future. Like there's beer in the fridge, and I think what I might actually do is I might take the remaining beer in the house and bring it to my grandmother's to remove any temptation, just out of respect for myself, because I just don't want that. Thanks for the encouragement, guys. Appreciate that. It was Karen's last ZD. Upset. Oh. Sad. Hi, Laurentina. Donated to the homeless. That's fucked up. Have to be careful. Grandma doesn't polish off a whole carton. Grandma doesn't drink. Maybe my uncle would drink them. See, he goes around there every now and then, but I don't know how often he's around there for dinner nowadays. Yeah, Queensland is glad you left. If you ain't gonna chug those beers, that's alright. Queensland's national beer is piss. Like... The script says that Falcons actually wins. What the hell is this? Is this the Falcons players as kids or something? What is this? Gaga? Korean casters? What is this? It's the actual Gaga segment. What the fuck? Does this sound like copyright to you too, by the way? This sounds like some copyrighted ass music to me. It absolutely does. Ah, well. In for a penny, in for a pound. You know how it goes. Is he muted? What do you mean? Kid in the top right got a fucked up hairline? Does he? I don't think so. Unter, can you read Korean and tell us who each of the players are? No. Like, I don't think these are their names. Like, I don't think these captions are their names, are they?
I'm back.
Unless I'm like completely losing my mind.
What's this about you losing your mind?
Forget about it. Hey, Kame.
Forgotten about.
Yeah, that's what I
24
mean,
and 1 for
Kame.
checkers.
Like I'm pretty sure that their names aren't he and ho, you know? Like that's... And C-Tone's linking a tweet. Revealing the names.
Remember when I sold Checkmate? Fuck!
The kid named he XD. Good. Very good. Ah.
Why did ZETA ban Anna there?
They wanted the smoke, and they don't get involved in the nitty gritty. If I were to hazard multiple guesses stacked upon one another,
practical in many ways. Yeah.
I don't know. We're not here to be practical. We're
here
to stack
We've got
wins.
a Blizzard world.
Oh no,
This
not
is
the
the
one
tough
map
one.
that they never ever lose. Are they going to ban? Or have they banned one of Cattle Bastion?
Ooh, let's see. It's going to be a Diva ban from Zeta Division and an Anna ban in response from Falcons. So Anna ban obviously seems quite reasonable, but I imagine this will be could just be a Cat Bastion mirror again.
Does Cat Bastion work here? Wait, when's
Yeah,
Mother's
yeah.
Day in Australia? Does anyone know this? Anyone tapped in on this? I'm getting ads for Mother's Day. It appears that Mother's Day might be lining up with the Asia lower bracket plus Asia lower bracket plus Asia Grand Finals. So, yeah, cheers, Mum.
Thank you, Enigma, for the 20 months prime. Full hold pred for Zeta? Nope.
Yeah, it's definitely not May 11th. It's probably May 10th. It's always a Sunday, isn't it? Hey, Jasmine. Is that a coincidence? Look, I just think that I'm not going to be seeing my mum for Mother's Day, is how I read that. Or maybe I'll tell her that I can see her before midday or something. Like, the Asia games don't start till 4 PM, so she can have me till 2 PM, I'd say.
Which day did you say it was for lower bracket, like the actual playoffs part of it?
I think Australian Mother's Day is a different day to yours, so you're in the clear. Hey, Laurentina. I can't wake up again. Speed apple. You did a speed apple. It's right there. Perfect. All right. They never lose this map. They still haven't lost this map, have they?
I don't think so, no.
Can we get Mama Unter like Mama Rack? Well, you see, Mama Rack is supportive and lovely.
Mama Rack loves you.
Yeah, my mother is neither of those things. It's entirely possible that Mama Rack loves me more than my own mother at this point, to be honest. So I don't think we're gonna get a Mama Unter thing anytime soon. Like that's not making it to the stream. Can't wake up again. Thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back.
Get out
I will
of
not.
stolen, yeah.
All right, knife. more cap bass for both sides. Big reaps for both sides as well. The meta is set in stone, man. The difference here is that Shu wants to play Baptiste, whereas Fielder's going to stick it out on the Kiri. The Teast can do a lot to pressure the cap bastion in the sky, or so I'm assuming. I haven't watched any of it, obviously. Slam comes into the backline already, though, and Chio is dead off rip. That's going to be 3 for 1, as Merit will get a fadeaway onto Knife, but not much of a defense, Falcons.
No, it's real just one and done for this one. Hambin's going to stomp towards a Mega in the most optimistic 1v5 retake we'll see. That's going to be a quick, 5.5 minutes for second point now. The ball's going to be particularly effective on here as well. Once we get to this part of the map, big open spaces for him to get behind. Both going to be on Reaper as well as Tracer, even on a map like Blizzard World. I guess some of it is the fact that because there's no Ana in play, there's no one to sit at the back of the map that maybe needs displacing from that. Now, Chio and Merit are going to threaten going this coast side. Going to be a matchup here as well. And there's a TP in from Checkmate behind to get the angle. He has got the angle when they get the pincer there. Nice little setup by the DPS from Falcons. And they will just blast them apart on that one. So an immediate response and a chance to camp in spawn if they want. But a trade onto Fielder will be an annoying one to deal with. And that'll be Falcons, though. Good fight win nonetheless. And Fielder will be back quick.
Yeah, he's back fast, or so I'm told. Team Falcons holding this choke nice and strong now. Shu has a window, but where's he going to pop to get it done? How's he going to manage this? Honestly, I don't know where the angle could come from. So it looks like Falcons are actually not holding close at all. They're going to get poked back a little bit. Checkers is trying to sneak into the back, but I don't think he can maintain this. Fielder might have TP'd over to the coast to keep him healthy, but Merit, oh my days, he's under so much pressure. Suzu's good, but they can't save that. They're not miracle workers. 3 for 1 trades here. As Shu goes down on his own window, Chio's going to dunk. Wait a minute, 3 for 3. It's so doable for Cap. Violet wins every time. Reaper on the ground.
21 HP. Oh, he's got the per.
Again, yeah.
Checkmate is now stuck behind enemy lines as the payload is moving forward. He's going to TP away. Both will just get away from that one, wave goodbye to each other. They force a Wraith out of Checkmate, but he's got line of sight to his team now. So we'll be able to stabilize again. Now going to be Milgari looking for a minefield early on to the Kiriko. Gets over the wall though, Fielder, so it avoids most of the damage. Bastion swing up in main while Checkmate is deep behind enemy lines here as well. Violet will shut him down behind. There's a cage on point, but who were we caging? It seems like nobody at all. Catnap now onto the Malga. Going to drag him towards that minefield, but he's dead before he even reaches it. And Crazy Raccoon, ZETA Division are absolutely smoking this Blizzard World now.
Yeah. Now that ZETA Division have picked up a bit of momentum, apparently they just understand this map like the back of their hand. Even when they can't play the comp that everyone says is the reason they're so good at this map, they still just make it work nonetheless. It could be the Iceman's incredible understanding of this map's architecture. Could be Violet on the Cat, even without his ability to provide quality service as a driver. Finns 2005, and then a 1 at the end of that. Thank you very much for the 9 months. Why are you gay? I mean, do we really get to choose these things, Finns? Welcome back. Now, on cart. We will continue to push forward for ZETA Division. 5 minutes on the clock, or 4:30, as 30 appears to have gone while I was filling wank. Fielder is going to Suzu. Kitsu rush after that one. Harmon's stuck on a corner, it seems. He needs healing, so he can't push any deeper. And ZETA Division, well, it feels like an easy kite, but Proper's going to TP in and give that one away. Best Reaper in the world, or so they say.
Checkmate here, little way fast for no reason in particular. Did he just need an extra second for the Wraith? Or is he just taking a big old piss? Now it's going to be a hold on the corner. Now there's a window to swing this one. On this part of the map, the window might be a little bit easier to get value out of. Choice now for Hambin. Does he go back or does he go through the window? They swing first without committing the window. There's a Reaper behind him though, so Shu has to be careful. Drops the lamp on this one. Will just get taken down by Checkmate nonetheless. Artillery striker. I guess just pretend the Reaper's not there and hopefully he can't hurt you. And Checkmate's going to do it again.
Checkers. King of big reaps. My God. ZETA now What are we staring down? 3.5 more minutes of this. Can we do it? I believe. Team Falcons. Catnap right next to an edge. Could be good, but ZETA do have a good counter tool in the form of the cage. Milgari's 20% ahead. Violet is just horsing around in the back. Does he even have his Bastion, or is he solo bolo for this one? Window comes out in the choke. Reaper's trying to fight through it. Catnap comes out. Cage in response, but the spin is money from Proper. That's 3. Checkers with the counter spin. Cash in that one too. So it's 3 for 3 trades. Milgari makes it a 4th. Now it's just a Bastion versus the world. And ZETA Division are going to clean up this fight in the end.
Merit's taken the bomb perk.
What is that? Did that go off meta? Is that not popular anymore? Oh, you mean the tier 2?
One,
You're right. Yeah.
The cannon perk. So I don't know if that's intentional or misclick, or if they're really cooking something. There's going to be a cage dropped on Hanbin, which means he's in huge trouble. Cardiac overdrive, not enough to live. Checkmate's going to die in that one as well.
Fielder's saving his ult for next map.
Yeah.
It's patting KD too.
It's just Fielder. Yeah. I'll keep my ult, I'll keep my KD, and I'll see you on the attack, boys.
Well played, Fielder. Well played. The bomb perks makes dueling a flying Bastion impossible. Is it just because like it becomes you like lose damage or something on it, right? Like you can no longer kill the flying Bastion or something. It's like too easy to get.
Yeah, you have to hit like an unreasonable number of air shots to win the duel, right? Well, all he has to do is.
Does the other major give you the self heal? Or does it like improve? Because the mine is the green health one. The major's
for self heal, yeah.
Yeah. So like when the other guy has the self heal and the cat healing him, he can basically just like heal through your Bastion bombs.
Yeah. Like there was one we saw it yesterday. You know that map I was just the Atlas where T1 like baited ZETA into the swap, and there was one where Knife hit like 4 or 5 air shots and still just lost the Bastion trade. You know, like it's like he hits half the difficult shots, but if he misses even one, they just heal through it completely. You have to hit like 4 in a row perfectly or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously the perks are going to get reset now anyway, so it doesn't become like a big difference maker. But interesting decision from Merit.
Oh, Merit. Maybe. I mean, I don't want to say that he's fat fingered it because it's Merit. You know, he's the Iceman. He's Mr. Money, and. Low-key, if you're on Bomber, you just play on the floor until they form turn or just run in the sky. Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to take the sky duel any longer. The bomb perk's kind of insane. The bomb perk's kind of insane for killing stuff on the ground, but like if it's a mirror, which it seems to literally always be, you're just so massively disadvantaged in a core part of it. Oh, Milgari rolling on through. Gets a little bit of ult charge for his team. That's Shu with 6% that he wouldn't otherwise have had, I suppose. But Checkers is, going to get something for it too. As Falcons are going to work their way up. Mauga versus Wheel.
Holding onto the high ground, looking for a slam onto Fielder. Will hit that one, forces a TP out, chases that one down if he can. Knife's already killed Chio, though, up in the sky, so Checkmate's behind, but Violet's marking that angle, and this is a really difficult fight for Checkmate, because he's just going to get outranged by a comically large margin. And that's going to be Falcons full resetting this one. They might even get a late kill onto Hanbin.
Yeah, down goes Hanbin here, Milgizzy with the slam, and ZETA Division. Look, a couple more of these fights and we are going to see a whole lot of ultimates online for them. Knife is already just pumping damage, as is the way when you're playing Bastion versus a Mauga, and you can drop an entire form timing into Harmon's head. Milgizzy goes rolling through not once but twice, and already Field is under a lot of pressure. He hasn't Suzu'd for it, so I guess it's not all the pressure in the world, but they need to keep turning around for Milgaro in the back, and Falcons, this is just slowing their advance. Checkers is trying to work his way up on the side with Fielder, with Harmon pushing together, but ZETA, they actually don't have the ultimates to complete this. What the fuck is this? Harmon, he's found a pathway. He stomped Shu, he hits it. Down goes Knife, Shu, no lamp, no hope. And Harmon, he finds an opening. Wall riding his way to the back line. Gets it done.
Rooftop runner.
Guy's playing, what's it, Mirror's Edge or something? Like,
yeah. As like an 800-pound Samoan guy as well. Just they're going to chase out the ball behind, but Checkmate can't actually stop this ball. Both will just get to live, regroup with their team. And now we'll move on to the next part of the point. Proper's actually died here as well, so now the Tracer swap should in theory put Fielder under even more pressure, and this is a very good part of the map for it. Bastion trade in the sky from Knife. He's got Merit on the ground, but Falcons are just mostly DP now. Now most of the ZETA players are behind, but Shu is still in front, and
this is an absolute disaster.
Shu
this is a dog's breakfast.
Twice in a row now.
Get out of there,
really hard for Shu in this fight as Milgari comes through for one more slam, but I don't know if they can really commit to this fight here.
Ross, thank you very much for the 7 months. Welcome back. Bass for Bass. Flying out again. Merritt has the low ground, though. Instant ult from Knife. What does he see? He sees some bombs on the point that are going to do not much of anything, it seems. Car continue. What? Merritt!
Merritt!
Come on. First the bombs perk, now throwing yourself into Knife's bombs. Maybe he just really likes explosives. Milgaro rolling on through. And, look, Falcons, it felt like they had a little bit of momentum there, but it's disappeared.
Yeah, Merritt playing it perfectly if this was the World Series, but unfortunately it's not. It's Blizzard World against ZETA Division. They're going to Kitsune rush out, and there's a cage coming through here to try and catch. It's got for Tracer, actually. Ball's going to get in it too. Minefield to clear that one. There's a window on the high ground from Shu.
This is an
so
absolute
they've got the
disaster.
kill onto
This
it.
is a
They've got
dog's
the
breakfast.
payload.
Oh,
For a chance
get
to
out of this
payload at least,
dog.
but it's an artillery strike behind. Merritt needs help in the back right now. Knife's going to kill Die to checkmate. Back comes Hambin to help with this one. He's body blocked the ball as well, so Milgaro has to go back. Payload's moving during all of this as well. ZETA have to reset.
ZETA gonna cop the reset on this one as Falcons, even without their merit in the early stages of the fight, seem to be just good for a quick second point cap. This is what, almost 5 minutes for third if we win this one. Violet's dead pre-fight.
Oh.
Sasquatch takes down Proper, and it's definitely done for. Team Falcons, 4.5 minutes. Fielder, I mean, look, he's playing like he had a Kitsune rush in reserve from the previous round, even if he didn't in reality. Falcons now continue the push. Catnap on a coastal point. Milgaro is rolling back to spawn. I wonder if he swaps Malga here. Ball's awkward on third. There it is. I wonder if he gets taken off the map now that he's done this too.
Just in time for a quick trip into the drink. Checkmate's had his Wraith Force up in main as Proper wants to try and get his team in position to hold in his corner. Shu is trying to heal the Bastion in the sky, which is on the high difficulty level for sure, but if anyone can do it, Shu can. They're going to meet up on the corner.
Knife's dead already.
They just lost that trade. They've lost the Reap. Shu looks behind because he's lost his Bastion. He looks back to the front. He's lost his bloody Reaper now.
Kill the
as
Iceman.
well. It's falling apart for ZETA Division. And all of a sudden, it's going to be threatening a faster time bank. They're about to have 5 ultimates, Falcons.
Iceman's on a different wave. Falcons have all of the tools. Violet, early catnap, spin! Oh, it's not enough. The TP onto the car.
For it still.
Great
They
play.
have to give a touch, though.
Cage?
Cage available on point. He comes back. They've catnapped this one as well. He's going to
What
try
are
and
we
cage him onto the
caging?
map. Jesus Christ, we hate Milgaro, don't we? Going to be a cage and a catnap, but there's a window in main and Chio peeks the window. Falcons have made a meal of this.
They've used
Milgaro,
everything.
if you will. Now they're going to keep pushing back in, though. Shu is still low. They might get away with it. It's all fine in the end. There's a Reaper on point without Blossom. Just Violet left now. They will get it. It will be a faster time bank. But we were like caging to save Milgaro there. He's like, he's catnapped, he's caged.
God, could not believe that. The counter cage. Saves old Gizzy. Insanity.
No, I want to kill Milgaro.
I mean, I thought Checkers was going to instantly spin when he got catnapped by Violet, but he waits until he's dragged back into spawn. It's like,
Wait
hello,
until you can
Bass.
see the whites of their eyes, and then I'll pop it.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Imagine ZETA missed the land again. I mean, it doesn't feel likely. Doesn't feel likely.
Remember, it doesn't quite matter yet.
Yeah, I mean, they still...
We're approaching that juncture.
Is this a seeding grand final? Like, this is 1 and 2 being decided right now?
This is 1 and 2 going into it, yeah. And because of how the groups work, they'll just preserve their good seed going into the actual playoff bracket as well. So, it's, like, the biggest part of this really is just... you get first map choice and ban, right? That's like the big advantage.
Lone Tread, I can't remember if I thanked you for your Prime, so thanks for your Prime. Thanks for the 2 months, which I probably already said, and have forgotten about immediately because I have brain damage. More of the same. ZETA Division on the wheel, Falcons on the Malga. Last time Falcons were on the Malga on this exact comp and this exact point, it was a one and done situation. So let's see if there are any adjustments made on the ZETA side. Shu was actually on BAP last time. This time he's going to be on Kiri for the attack. So something has changed.
Yeah, seems like a positive move. She was having a real hard time against the Malga, but now
Slippery
we'll have
fielder.
an easier time. Fielder's going to get away from that one as the form trade happens in main. Coming through. Remember, everyone's perked up for this as well, so going to be Malga getting forced to stomp backwards here. Hambin's awfully low. That'll be converted into ult charge for everyone. 1 minute or so, or 30 seconds odd gone as well as they come for the swing on point. They're all just on point right now. They're going to stay on the ground for this one as well. I guess the idea of staying on the ground in these trades sometimes is you can just hit a Suzu, right? You hit the Suzu onto everyone and your Bastion gets it too to win that trade. Didn't actually come into play in that situation here, but they win it nonetheless. Checkmate's going to drop his what's soon becoming his signature move here at the spawn. And 1 minute left for Zeta.
Yeah, Zeta Division now. Bombs for merit. Already nice and quick farming that one up, but Zeta, they did get a tick from that first tap, so pressure will only mount from here. Milgaru's going to go rolling through the point. Proper's in the back as well, but he's had his Wraith forced very early. He has to TP around playing a game of cat and mouse with the mini health packs. Milgaru goes rolling through. Baxter then give it a 21 months of tier 1 hard-earned cash in my pocket. Milgaru pressuring fielder, forces the TP. Now there's big trouble under the cat in the back, and Chio's dead. Zeta Division could just be rolling through this now.
Yeah, big opening for him as well. Checkmate is 1 HP. He needs help desperately. Proper is TPing to try and find the chase. There's a count on Checkmate as well. They can confirm that kill. Artillery strike from Merit goes wide of anything meaningful. And they will have to reset here, Falcons. That means Zeta will get first. And we're now going to head into overtime.
Oh, my days. Field and Chio both have ultimates now, but Zeta have everything but the Bastion bombs, so definitely a chance for the snowball to be a little bit overwhelming right now. Feels like... What the fuck was that? Oh, he just killed Fielder with that. Don't I dare question it. Milgaru's dead, but he has a respawn advantage. Catnap on the cart now. Counter Cage! Counter Blossom to counter the counter Cage. Counter Catnap to counter the counter Catnap Blossom. And it is going to be Team Falcons cleaning up. Ridiculous game of Counter Watch there with the ultimates.
Fielder's Kitsune rush in spawn. Thanks again, Fielder. Always good for a Kitsune rush after the round is over on defense. I mean, the fact that, in many ways, they could have actually really done with that minefield for the cage as well.
Sunyan layers. First time what?
Cage into Blossom, into the Catnap to cancel the Blossom to allow Checkmate to get a bigger Blossom to finish the series. It's a good combo here. We saw some, after the shenanigans we saw in Spawn, we saw like some horrendous Overwatch in Spawn, followed by a very layered ult trade on the point. Either way though, a pretty reasonable stop, right, for Falcons. Last time, they got big success through a stomp from downtown over a roof from Hambin, but Shoot's not going to be on Baptiste this time, and Milgaru's looks like he's starting the Malga here too.
Oh, God. Malga for Malga now. Brutal. Who is this you keep adding, homosexual? What's going on here? Is it new chatter? New-ish chatter? They asked you for some... They asked you for some money and they're talking about... you're giving them advice on balloons. I see. You're giving them advice on balloons. That's all good. just helping the community, I see. Yeah. Hi, Chara Overwatch. Hope you're enjoying your balloon session during this absolute banger of a game. All right. See what we got, Fielder. Show us if you can walk into another mine from Milgaru. Zeta Division, again, they have abandoned the Baptiste. Too much of a liability, old shoe. Getting pinned out across the map and winding up dead as a doorknob for it. So, Falcons, going to have a little bit of a harder time on this offense, finding an easy target on the ground to pin at. But with Malga being mirrored...
He's lining it up.
Oh, and he's fucked it up too.
Oh, no, not the rollout god, and that's going to be, Falcon's going to have to, are they just going to get him up top? No, he's going right-hand side this time. He's going to do it the old-fashioned way with a staircase. Checkmate TP's on, Merit's up there as well as they airdrop him onto that one. Wraith has been forced, slightly later form timing for Knife, but can't convert it into any kills. Now Falcons have the high ground, but what is their next move? The next move is Hambin's going to do a little drive-by and lose all of his HP. They flip onto the high ground themselves right now, Zeta Division, but Proper and Milgaru, they come up top here. A trade of position, but Zeta Division win the trade.
Oh, God. Hambin has 20% ult after that fight, man. Hambin's got no gun. Falcons, next fight, they're going to be a bit behind on everything, really. Every single ultimate except for 2% of Merit's Bastion bombs seems to be at a deficit here. And Zeta Division, I mean, they could absolutely full hold this. Even if they don't full hold, there's a second fight in it for them. Proper has the spin ready to rip, although spin can be quite awkward to use in this mirror unless we're using it to counter certain pushes. Proper TP's up top, forces Checkmate to immediately retreat. Shout and Wraith have been burned, so this is a real push timing right now. for Zeta. Fielder, no TP out in the open. Bastion bombs mirrored on either side. No Wraith for Proper. TP, Suzu. Blossom comes out. Everything in the kitchen sink being invested into keeping Proper alive. He TP side to side here, but Falcons 4 alive. Cage available. They're going to invest. Spin instantly on a Violet. Down he goes. Catnap on to the Malga. Cage to counter that. Proper knife finding a killer piece. 30 seconds. Now you use the rush, Fielder. Milgaru's still completely healthy here, and I think Falcons might just be close. Oh, absolutely fumbling this. Yeah.
Yes. 24 seconds left. They need to worry about the touch.
They used everything.
Now. Merit into the sky. Yeah, they're going to have a Hanbin cage, but they're still a little bit away, and Zeta have both support ults here. So they've got all the ults they could possibly want to try and counter this cage, even if Falcons get to it, even if they get the touch cleanly, even if no one dies on the way in. Big ask for Falcons now as Zeta Division refuse to let Blizzard World go. Going to be a walk onto point for Checkmate. He takes the trade now. To cap behind. Shio gets the first touch. Kitsune rush from Shu now to force the objective. They go for the trade, but Merit loses out on that one. Hanbin with a drive-by, but there are bombs above his head. The Catnap to finish the job, and they have the ults to finish this one. Hanbin will not be getting that cage, and Zeta Division will not be losing Blizzard World.
Typical. They never lose Blizzard World, no matter what. I can't believe he kitsued there. They had like 35, 40 seconds on the clock, and he's just...
Yeah. Because if I ever Kitsune rush to mirror shoes on that fight, that whole fight just feels a little bit different.
So much more even. But that was just 0 ults versus 2 ults for the final turn. Brutal.
Because they use a really early cardiac overdrive turning on the corner, then they just have to D-peek, at which point it's like such a clear go time for Zeta Division, you know? Like, let's go in, let's push, let's Suzu, let's Blossom. Fielder has the Kitsune rush this entire time. So there's a point here where Checkmate blossoms. Like, if he Kitsune rushes now, when Checkmate blossoms, I think it's really reasonable, you know? Now it's like, okay, we can turn this with the Blossom, let's keep everyone alive. Shio commits his Catnap as well, you know? Like, I don't know where Fielder is in all of this. Yeah, he just makes the decision to, like...
Yo, can you turn off follow only chat? Not trying to follow you? No, I'm good, mate. You can just not participate in the chat. Or you could go type in YouTube chat, actually. I never read that. Yes, Lenny, yes. Oh, hey, Lenny. Other Lenny. Good morning to you, too. Funny of you stopping by. The worst Lenny has arrived. That's definitely the better Lenny. Definitely the better Lenny, but... yeah. Not that I'm picking favorites or anything.
But here's my favorite.
What are you doing right now, Lenny? Do you have a boot camp? Just wanted to tune in before bed? Do you have a boot camp? You going to Korea early? Where's the LAN again? Japan. So, wait, do you go to Japan or you go to Korea for a boot camp? In 10 days? And isn't it LAN in like 10 days? Just like one of them classic SSG boot camps where you get like two business days to camp it up.
He just doesn't know when the LAN is.
Okay.
It's
okay. Japan is 20th, Korea on 12th. That's not bad. That's not bad. You get a full week. That'll be fun. Are you scrimming now? Learning the way of the Cat Bastion or whatever? Or do you just do nothing?
Yeah, it was cage first.
No? That's awesome. Just a bit of PTO before the LAN. I love that. Not a soul is scrimming. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do, right? Yeah. Well, I can't say I've watched much of this Cat Bastion stuff. I saw a lot of it last week. But, yeah, this looks really cancer. I think seeing big reaps get thrown into the mix as well as like the next development of the comp just makes it even more irritating to watch. But hey.
I think it's starting to feel more like Overwatch now.
You think so? Just because like you can see certain structure to it. People are used to like the Cat Bastion stuff. Like people aren't getting caught out.
Yeah, I think like the level it's become a little bit less like right at the start.
The level's gotten higher.
Were you here for the T1 versus Zan game? Or was that this week? Or was that last week? Can't remember. But either way, there was a T1 Zan game where they both played Cat Bastion, and it just looked like hot garbage, right?
It was just like which Bastion would die
Cat
in the
Bastion,
sky.
Exactly. Whereas now it feels like there's actually more like... It feels more like a structured side fight, you know? Like, think of that one on Coast where Checkmate TP's behind to get the angle. He makes Merit turn. Sorry, he makes Knife turn, and then Merit swings at the same time, you know? And it's like, okay, this is just a side fight, but I'm looking up instead of, you know, to the side.
Yeah.
And it feels like the ults are now getting traded in a much more reasonable, you know, layered way in a lot of these situations too.
Why is Reaper an actual, like, decent pick at the moment? I don't know. I've watched, like, 3 maps.
I think, like, survivability is a big thing. I think that's why we see stuff like the heroes we've seen, like Tracer, Mei, Reaper. Heroes that can just, you know, if they do get caught by a form from Bastion, can either just have the mobility to escape, or they're able to just, you know, press a button and live. I think, similarly, the Tracer's particularly good against the Ana. A lot of teams like to play with this. Obviously, we've not seen it yet today because it's been Ana banned twice. But, yeah, just survivability is a big thing, and Reaper's got, like, a really nice hitbox against Bastion, too. I think Reaper's probably just in a good place. Like, I think even at Gibraltar, you know, we see Proper just trying to mark point against a Reaper, and Checkmate just wins.
I think the other part of it is because of Bastion being in play at all. Like, the Cat Bastion just makes hit scan borderline impossible because you die so easily on, like, any of the hit scans. And generally, hit scan is really strong into Reaper because you can just poke out the Reaper before he pushes a lot of the time. So the lack of the, like, side angling hit scan, that being replaced with a Bastion just means that, you know, Reaper's a little bit stronger as well. Why don't the Bastions shoot at the Cat instead of the Bastion? It's probably too hard to kill the Cat.
Yeah, I think there's, when we tried it in Team GB, obviously it's like, you know, I'd wager it's maybe a different level when we play Island than when we play, when these guys play each other. But it felt like the Cat was like more killable than you'd think in some scenarios.
Yeah.
I think the only one that felt like, when on the nano turns with Bastion, you just want to shoot the Bastion because it's just, you're sort of guaranteed to hit the shots, you know? But I think, again, as things have sort of leveled up, to shoot the cat sort of has to make a mistake. Like, we saw it a couple of times there, right? Where Chia would get caught. Chia got caught, I think, a couple of times on that first point. Where actually, if they can get onto the cat, they will shoot him. But if it's just too far away or whatever, or they don't think they can find that connect, they'll just take, you know, the easier shots into the Bastion.
Proud was shooting Cat, impressed? I'm hearing this. I'm hearing this now for the first time.
Yeah, I think to maybe come back to, like, you know, you say about a hit scan. I think the problem with hit scan is you really need 2 supports and maybe even a Tiva to look after a hit scan. Whereas if you're mirroring the Cat Bastion, you essentially only have 1 support. And your support is either an Ana who's fighting for her life, or a Kiriko who's fighting for their life, or a Baptiste who's just dead. So you don't have enough support to support a hit scan as well as that. Or it's like, it's tough at least.
Oh.
Why do you keep doing Viora TP? Probably mainly because it's funny. I mean, sometimes you can do it as well. If you get the timing right, you do get like there's an immortality bit to it. But these ones felt a lot more like I'm taking the piss out of them.
Iceman only 4 deaths. Happens. Good morning, Tentry444. How are you?
All right, Bernie in.
This emote will never be used again. T1 lose. Facts. Facts. Now that it's starting to get serious, yeah, all we're going to do is stack wins for the rest of the year. Evanuka.
T1 are a franchise that has really built themselves
Famous
on
for performing
turning up
under
when it
pressure.
matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one of those teams, you know? Pressure, diamonds.
All right, Esperanza from Falcons. A map that feels like, again, very good for the Cat Bastion.
Do you get to meet Faker? Okay. Of course.
He was with him in Perth.
Oh, Fake.
You, Joe, and Fakes. At the UFC.
Many such cases. Alright. Why'd Zeta ban Zarya? Isn't Burner in?
Zarya Farabhan? Yeah, Burner's in.
And... I mean...
I guess they just want the Diva Mirror.
Yeah.
I think one thing that is annoying if you want the Diva Mirror as well is if the other team is on Zarya on like a payload-based map, the Zarya is allowed just to stand on point a lot of the time, and you have to play your point control gets really awkward. Likewise, if you're on like if they play Reaper with this too, it becomes really awkward for if one of the tanks is Zarya Reaper and the other one is either a Reaper without a Zarya or anything like this, it can just either force you to take a Zarya mirror, which I think doesn't feel like Falcons have been as keen to do.
Nobody's fucking with Sir Lemon. We're all clear on that one, okay? We're all on the same page about that. Nobody is fucking with Sir Lemon.
Everyone's fucking with Sir Lemon.
Yeah.
When life gives you Sir Lemons.
Where's your Ellis sub, Suki?
I think I've lost my Ellis sub as well.
You lost your Ellis sub as well?
Yeah.
Oh, heavens. Well, there's an easy way to get it back, mate. I give her my Prime every month.
Oh.
I swear CX was complaining about Sir Lemon's ability to make predictions the other day, Frog Ponder. That doesn't sound like Sir Lemon. The Sir Lemon I know is incredibly competent.
Because obviously, if you like someone, you must agree with everything they do in all situations all the time. Like when they start a prediction for a draw on a Blizzard World where one team got 58.7% on their attack on the first point. Stays quiet. Thanks, Lemon.
Continues to stay quiet.
Alright, and it is going to be Cat, Bastion, it is going to be Diva, it's going to be Tracer as the Annas are in play as well, so all things will be mirrored here. It feels like yesterday, up against Crazy Raccoon, Falcons were able to get the real better of these Diva trades up against Max, and they'll be hoping for the same here. Hanbin's been really putting his body on the line in these situations. He'll body block the first bit of the Bastion form with his back, and then he'll turn around and Matrix it as well, just to give them maximum uptime where possible on this. For now, though, just a bit of a form timing. A nade from downtown finds nothing, but they are pinned inside right now. Space is our premium. They are in the room. Burner's going to get slept in the room, though, so now maybe Burner is in big trouble here. They'll try and put some damage on him as he comes out of this one, but there's a Bastion to worry about as well. Hanbin has traded that one. Proper's found a trade in the back. 4v4 now. All to play for. Checkmate dives in, looking for the cat. Going to try and sync up with Hanbin onto that one, but can't find the kill. He's still low here, actually, Violet. Merrick can finish off the kill finally. Now the Anna's in big trouble because Hanbin is on top of him.
Could you say some numbers?
Trade on the other side as well. Burner's going to find 2 trades on this. It continues
54,
to be a dogfight.
53, okay. 52, 51, 50, 49, 48.
Just
47.
works.
It just works. Wonderful. All right.
They've stolen 30 meters here in this fight.
My whole casting section was just numbers, and then you go back to it. That's fucking unbelievable. Greedy bastard. That could be my bit as well. Get back to it, caster boy.
No, you know what, Max, I'm starting to get the feeling as a bit of a master of, social interactions and body language. Do you want to cast for a bit?
Pulse comes out, Shu, incredibly low, finished off, but will be traded. Proper takes down Checkers. We're in a 4v4 situation now. Merit still can potentially get a little aggressive. Bail yourself out with the bombs. Cheo's got a catnap as well. Merit's actually just going to best knife in aerial combat. Proper no recall up through main. He has the pulse, but Fielder's going to punch him out. Actually, a pulse jacks there from Proper. Rare from the MVP. And Zeta Division, they're bleeding meters now as the push continues for Falcons. They're going to claim the lead and then some. Your turn.
Threatening checkpoint now. Thanks for the formal handover. Going to be a Nano versus Nano engagement here. This is one where both teams really need their Bastion to help get involved so they can win that duel. Shu is coming right-hand side now as the Bastions go for it. Full Matrix onto this backline. Catnap comes out to intercept that as well. That sets up Knife for the kill. It's going to make all the difference there. Bigger Catnap drags the D.Va out of the way. They've denied the checkpoint crucially here as well, Zeta Division. They'll win this fight and they can chase out the remainder of these players. If they're really lucky, they might get Hanbin late, but he's got checkmate with him here, so that should be enough to get him out.
Damn. Bomb for Hanbin, bombs for Merit, thank you. If we could do a your turn thing every single time, I think that would make it just easier for me. It would.
Okay.
I'm not very good at context cues and such, so yeah, or clues if you're from that side of the world. Anyway, Checkers up top, poking away at the D.Va. We are going to see a form timing come out, and Burner is dangerously close to losing that suit. Damn near lost it, actually. Going to drop the bomb. Merit with his own bombs off screen. Hunting for Burner, but low frequency on the pulses. Only going to drop one of them, but Burner, he's down to 100 HP once more. Shifting out. Violet's low. Bombs all over Fielder, but he's going to hop his way to victory. Shu traded out with checkmate 4 vs 4. Merit will fall in the skies. Harmon's Poco Bomb finds nothing. He's just not French enough. And Zeta Division, they're going to reclaim that lead and perhaps the checkpoint too.
Trying to full Matrix Chio out of this one here. They will get him away. And that's going to be checkpoint, though. Lead with that for Zeta Division 2. Chance to set up on the high ground if they really want. Fielder does actually have a nano advantage in the midst of all of this as well. So there will be a swing timing now for Merit to get more involved. Zeta Division are still taxing people back from spawn. So a chance to take a little bit of space. But Burner's not allowed his payload to move much at all. So we'll be in a full neutral. And now you can see they're trying to tag team up onto checkmate on the high ground. They don't get the kill, but they force him out. Falcons, once they get in this nano in a few percent, they have to go quickly or they will lose this advantage.
Advantage could very easily slip away, but Zeta, all they have to do is win this old fight around the corner. Nano comes out and Knife has been deleted. Fielder traded off screen though by Proper, so really still on for Zeta Division. Shu in trouble, will find his demise. Checkmate unable to snatch the Mega away from Proper. Still has recall. Now Proper's recall back into the fight. Checkers is losing this duel. He needs an assist. Proper blinks in and Merit will finish the job. Zeta actually didn't continue to push the cart around the corner as well. Checkers falls over to Burner, just shifting around in a circle on the payload. But Zeta, they have not claimed any more meters. And it's actually going to be Falcons getting right back into control, threatening their own checkpoint. Proper, Burner, Violet all just now respawning. So really possible for Falcons to win this next fight, get the check. Forcing bussin'.
Biggest worry for them is going to be this Shu nano boost. It's nano advantage, which means they hold the main cards now Zeta Division on this retake. They've got a catnap to interrupt with it as well.
This is an absolute disaster.
Artillery
this is
strike
a dog's
from
breakfast.
Merrick can be used
get out of there,
survive
stolen.
in this scenario.
Right,
but for now, Shu, with that nano up in main, he's worried about his tracer. Checkmate's looking at him on the side. He's going to try and keep nano line of sight as well, but he's got to be so worried about his tracer. Checkmate's sneaking in. Here he is. Clips him down to half HP. The sleep is good, though, from Shu. It's woken up by Violet, though, so he recalls out. Proper side on the other side. The nano comes out a little bit late, so Knife's on the ground. Violet's coming back for that kill, so he messes up the nano timing. Great play from Checkmate, even though he gets slept through all of it. And that's the nano timing blown here. Burner's going to try and bomb. He's in big trouble. The catnap to drag him into a bomb. 98% for Hanbin as well, so he doesn't have suit. They will still be able to get checkpoint off it, but the trades mean it won't be much more because Knife's actually found 2 kills and he's got the form in the back as well. He's looking for Merit with this one. He's got damage. He's finished him off. Knife has done it all right now.
Unbelievable from Knife. At least the checkpoint was capped out by Falcons there, so it's a very slim margin. They can still get right back into this one. Everyone is close spawned here, and they have a huge bank to work with. Zeta only have the pulse bomb, but if you're going to trust one man in the whole world to have a pulse bomb, or maybe you trust Sticky Stalker as well, but Proper should be pretty good for it too, just quietly. Checkers above Shu. Pulse comes out. Oh, fuck, he was so trustworthy with it. He takes down Fielder. Pulse comes out from Checkers, and he finds nothing. Shu drops the shoulder, avoids that one. Cheer's going to trade out Knife, though. Zeta Division have car control. They are pushing pretty close to the checkpoint. They can't let the close spawns get turned on, but nobody's in position to stop it. And Knife is close spawn and Merit's traded.
Cheer's having to fight for his life to get out of this one as well. He won't get out, and Hammond's even in danger. You see him running towards the coast. I don't think he's not going to bomb. He just wants to reset quickly. They'll let him jump off the edge. Checkmate, though, has killed the entire backline. That's going to help.
Oh, It's pretty good of Checkmate to provide a couple of backline kills. No Violet, no Shu, but they get close spawned. They're going to be back so fast. Violet can even pick up Shu and get him back twice as quick. So Falcons, they still have to fight to recontest even the low ground due to the speed with which Zeta Division get back into the mix. Fielder, nice high sensitivity, throwing his mouse around, but anyone else in the mood to spin? Or is that just going to be Hardy and Skyle dropping a spin at the moment? Nano comes out. Fielder gets anti-nated and has to run away, but the kite is insane from Violet. Merit going to fire about 0 shots during this Nano turn as Proper gets directed, but is still totally fine. And this is starting to look an awful lot like a Zeta sweep.
Yes, lead is really significant for them now. It's a long way back for Falcons. They've got the catnap, they've got an artillery form, all of this, but the nano from Shu is going to be the big difference maker here again. And as much as we saw there on middle, there was a great kite from Violet and Knife. But on this part of the map, there's a lot less space to kite back into, so it's going to have to be evasive maneuvers to try and keep Merit alive through this. Maybe a bit of that form timing as well. You can see already, look at it. Knife's formed a little bit early for nothing, though, so they don't actually nano on this turn. Burner's lost a lot of his HP as well, but Nate can't save him. He has to bomb. Catnap goes out, drags him into the bomb. Hambit's going to counter bomb now. Banishes kill the baby on the way out, actually, so now tank advantage, and Burners use that advantage to eat the bomb. Now there's still a nano available for Shu as they are threatening a full cap, and Falcons all of a sudden very much on life support on this Esperanza.
135 meters. Where did it all go so wrong? Falcons getting nano bashed at the door. Who's even in a position to touch? Just staggering out of spawn. Hambin, he's going to limp his way on, but there's no hope here. There's only supports left standing. It's going to be a full cap for Zeta with time.
Crazy. It was a super back and forth. Not only like 10 meters in it for the majority of that Esperanza, but once Zeta got going, they really got going.
Yeah, nothing ever happens. Falcons beating a team like Zeta, that wouldn't even be a happening, man. Like, it's just, Falcons always has good results, you know? Unbelievable. Fine, homosexual, fine. Alright, be right back.
More tennis, yeah. I mean, that's the crucial one. Zeta have actually now won 2 Cat Bastion maps in a row. That went a little bit more convincing.
Microphone muted.
Serve broken. Can't go for the counter catnap into Diva Bomb, I guess. Yeah, like if the first bomb's forced, the Diva who's used self-destruct, their cat can go for the catnap, but you can't really counter catnap the catnap because the bomb will kill you, I guess. So it's maybe if you're the team that ends up having to bomb first for whatever reason, it's just relatively safe. Do you still think Falcons have a better Cat Bastion? I don't know. It feels neck and neck, right? Even that map, it felt like it was closer for longer than it was one-sided, if that makes sense. It feels like both of these teams, like, you know, if like Zeta Division played Crazy Raccoon instead or something in this, I think it would have been like, both of them seem significantly ahead of Crazy Raccoon now. Thanks, Hattie, for the spins. Keep spinning. Yeah, but you're not asking me if Esperanza was close, Juby. You're asking me if they're close in terms of the comp. No way, he's bringing the dancing tea back. I think, like, one thing that's certainly true, and this was true when they played, when was it? Would it have been last week? That once they're on the Ana version, Shu has, like, way more impact than Fielder does. I think that part's undeniable. Why did they ban Ana? It is a curious one, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that was a weird musical transition. Yeah, how long have we got? 2 minutes? I don't even know where it all went wrong, really, because I've gone too far back. Because we're neck and neck. It was just that nano turn that they just egregiously beefed. Is that where it all went wrong? The merit Chio one where they just flew and there was nobody there at all. I think it was even after this. Because yeah, we were about halfway through the map. Checkmate ends up inadvertently countering this one out a bit. They sort of trade their way out of it here. Like God knows how Knife got 2 kills in this fight, honestly, but he did. Yeah, like Violet's dead, Knife is just stranded, but he's managed to kill Fielder from this window, and he's managed to kill Chio from this window, and he's gonna drop a form and kill Merit. Like Knife on 1 HP kills 3. But there's still a nano advantage here. Alright then. Oh yeah, so they lose Fielder to a pulse bomb on middle, which just means they now just have worse. So they get staggered out a little bit, which makes it a bit harder. And then they die a bit staggered, all of this. Yeah. So this is actually where so that pulse bomb ends up just costing them like 10 meters, which doesn't feel like the end of the world. But then this nano turn is where Anfielder gets naded by Shu. You know what's crazy actually? The fact that Shu is here, it's just, this is some grade A Shu nonsense, right? Because he's actually completely duped when his Cat Bastion is at all, because they're just underneath him. Shu has walked bottom left from his point of view by himself to nade the enemy Ana. He's going to throw it out. Hanbin has to matrix defensively because he's worried about Fielder. So Shu's going to throw the nade and run. Meanwhile, Merit's going to come up onto the high ground just to completely lose it. Proper's going to kill the naded Fielder. And then now this one, we talked a lot yesterday about the nano turns being the most important for both of them as well. And yeah, so they're stealing meters. They've lost Fielder. Everything that could go wrong does go wrong, right? They don't find anything with their nano turn. They lose control of the cart. They lose their own Ana because of this. Checkmate actually just dies to Burner as well. Don't know exactly how that one happens. But at this point, the cart's just moving and Merit has to try and do an impossible cross. And Hanbin is resetting off the map for the second fight in a row. And now they're basically just in a situation where they're playing nano disadvantage up against their spawn. I pressed the wrong button. Shit. They're playing nano disadvantage at their spawn. And like by the time we're in this situation, getting full capped now when you've got nano disadvantage and you're kind of in like getting to one fight territory feels a bit more reasonable. And then they win this bomb trade. They kill the baby. A little nice catnap combo as well. I don't know if there is a counterplay option really there for Chio. Maybe he could have gone for the same one, dragging someone into Hanbin's bomb. Like, you can't necessarily counterplay, but you can go for your own version of it. And then at this point, it's just nano advantage in spawn, right? So, okay. I feel like, okay, I can sort of understand it, but it all comes down to like this one pivotal moment. And now we're going to sub in someone to save the day. Yeah, why did the Nano Bastion just kill the Ana? I think they didn't realize, if you know what I mean. Like Chio's already going, and by the time they sort of realize where he is, it's just already over. Someone map, obviously bad for Hanbin owners. We're going to Rialto here. 3-1 up for Zeta Division as they look to become the Kings of Korea going into the Asia playoffs. 1 map away. And they will get 3 shots at it. So remember, there is a Bastion ban still available for Team Falcons if they want to opt out of this mirror at any point.
Hey Ryan, Bob. Yeah, what are you trying to communicate with that one, Lenny? What's being communicated? But yeah, apparently if you use the 2K streaming settings on Twitch, apparently it actually winds up looking worse than if you just stay on 1080p. Because if someone has a 1440p monitor and they have to watch it with 9K bitrate, it winds up being like way blurrier because there's like twice as many pixels or something if you go to 1440p from 1080. but not nearly enough of an increase in bitrate to actually make it look good.
What's this? Sorry.
I was doing some looking into the Twitch enhanced broadcasting thing, and yeah, apparently like using the 1440p output, like it's actually worse. Like the quality on 1440p is kind of worse than the quality on 1080 because they only allocate 9,000 bitrate for the 1440p stream. So like there's more pixels on the screen, but there's less bits to go around proportionately than on the 1080p one, because the 1080p is 7500 bitrate and the 1440p is only 9000. So like obviously it's more, but it's actually less once it's scaled up to a 1440p monitor.
Yeah. Is that true experientially for people? I guess what we would need is someone to be watching the 2K stream actually on a 2K monitor rather than just on like on a 1080 one anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure lots of people have the 2K monitors. So I'm sure someone can chip in here. Yes, can confirm. Bay SYX says yes, can confirm, but it's someone in my chat, so I wouldn't trust him as far as you could throw him. So, first time Agachek, where is Lip? Cried. Confirmed from Raspberry Racer fan. A callback to the Raspberry Racers. They must be trusted.
That account I trust, yeah.
37, 36, 35,
Right,
34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29,
Just works.
28. Just works. Wonderful. And with that, my watch has ended, and you shall cast.
Ooh. Someone in to save the day. Checkmate has killed Shu. That's a pretty good start. Checkmate's died. Still probably a net positive, really, but maybe not if they lose Chio on the side. Someone is actually trying to kite out, and Falcons are desperately trying to regroup for a hold on second instead. So that early kill doesn't actually transpire into any level of success. Knife is being taxied around, desperately looking for some type of enemy. He's found someone as an enemy. Field is actually really low up here as well. He's kind of in the trenches a little bit trying to survive this one, but now a Bastion bubble form timing will come out onto Knife here right now. The nade is good. They can't kill him, but pocket onto Knife. He gets 2 kills before he's taken down. Checkmate needs more. He blinks past for Remake. Can't find the kill onto the Anavo, but is the trade enough for him?
Feline Genius on the advance. He has the catnap. If one bubble comes out of someone, he might be able to go for it. But until then, it's a little bit of a crapshoot. Anti-nade splashes on someone. One bubble is out. Fielder under pressure, constantly being peppered by Shu in the back. You can see Fielder never has a timing to do his own damage because he has to constantly deal with stuff coming out from Shu. Catnap comes through, but Violet, he was impatient. Knife with the Bastion bombs to counter out the pulse, but he will get cleaned up. Someone with a nano boost on him is going to finish that kill. Recall forced out of Checkers, but it's a 5v4 in Zeta Division. They've lost their lead with Knife on the Bastion going down. Falcons will hold.
We'll be able to hold for now. Do have a nano advantage this time for Shu and Knife to take a swing with, though. Going to be someone forced to anchor point on this, where they have to just try and absorb this nano as best as possible again, because they have to stay on the checkpoint. The ability to fire is limited. They're just going to go straight through on point. They're just going to go for Zarya. One shot onto that Zarya here now. Bastion bombs, but Fielder's been forced to DP. A turn around with this nano. Merit will find the trade eventually, but too little too late there, and take the nano advantage. He said there was nowhere to kite, right? And someone's just stuck on point, staring down a nano Bastion. What can he do?
They just don't have the ultimates to make it work, do they? Chio, I mean, look, if he could get some clutch catnap off, he was a couple of percent ahead on that one, maybe it'd be doable, but Nano Bastion versus the Zarya, there's just nowhere to go if you have to be touching the point, which he did. Up top, Shu is, he's keeping his eyes on the skies, it seems. He knows what's up, but he is going to start immediately pressuring high ground. Checkmate someone, both going to get poked just a little bit. A Shu is already 50% to another nano boost. Someone has a grav now, but Shu just can't be displaced from high ground, it seems. Constantly poking people back, taking space. Always lonesome. Knife on the flank. Bubble comes out, and Knife is not long for this world, it seems. Feline Genius on the cat.
Alright, nice little shutdown there. Violet will get out there to have another little
Say
ponder
numbers.
about where to take Knife next. Say numbers.
7, 6, 5, 4.
6, sorry, 5, 4, 3.
Now it just
2.
works.
I think you're just gonna flick a pause, yeah. Alright. Now, all the ults coming up for Falcons, nearly all 5 of them, but Zeta Division are not far behind at all. So a big ult throwdown available for this one. Someone will try and anchor this top position all the while, not let that payload move. The Zarya will get to do that a lot against the D.Va, but the Grav can be a real difference maker if I can find that one as well. So real ability for him. But just for form timing on this Zarya, they just kill him before he can get the Grav out. But Nano's onto Merit, not to save someone. Now the catnap onto
No,
Checkers!
Checkers!
Deal with this. Into the drink he goes. Knife connects the artillery strike, and it was 5 ults apiece, but Falcons didn't get a chance to use half of theirs.
Knife, shoe, killer piece now, Zeta Division. They're just rolling through this one. Falcons, it's fucking first point grab from Hamuel. Just doesn't feel like using it, it seems. It's never coming online, man. Team Falcons, what are these ults going to do for them if they're just going to get snowballed through the whole map by Zeta? Grav is great for the catnap, but we've seen 2 of them go by in a flash. Bombs for Merit as well can keep him healthy, but Zeta, the advance will continue. Nothing being used yet. Still 2 fights available. Flight of the Valkyries as Merit will push forward with the form timing. Knife with his second form. He's a bit behind on health and he's dead.
Got it.
Yeah, he's done for.
Yeah, no help from a D.Va in that matchup at all, so the bubble ends up being a bit of a difference maker there. They'll get a kill onto, or D-Mech at least. They're pushing for the kill on the baby. They'll get that kill on the baby. They really want to trade someone, but a high energy Zarya with Pocket. Well, even a half energy Zarya with Pocket will be more than enough to deal with that. They're looking for the late kill onto Shu. Sleep goes wide and someone snipes him down for right click. Full reset into spawn. 3 minutes left on the clock still, but Burner's actually going to mirror onto the Zarya now.
Straight over to the Zarya for Bernie. Falcons actually have a huge, huge bank to hold on with. The fact that they didn't use anything when they took down Knife in the previous fight could set them ahead for the next HR. And yep, Fake Hunter's gone. Who's he going to grab, dude? Don't yell at him. He's going to grab the cat when they go for the catnap. Everything in this game is about countering something to do with the cat or the Bastion now. So it's going to be a clear-cut counter catnap situation. Shu's going to snipe Merit out of the sky. Bombs come out from Knife here. Checkers is nanoed. He's blinking forward trying to find somebody. Catnap comes through. Is that... Who's dead to that now? Oh, pulse onto the bubble. Wonderful. Finish him!
He's 1 HP! Gets him as well with the nano in the end. Just about. Needed every last second of that one. Catnap's going to just be bubbled there. Pulse Bomb will get the trade. Alright, we've successfully taken down someone. Are we happy, Zeta Division? Because it cost us 2 ults in a lost fight.
Oh, God. 3 ultimates out now from Falcons. Only the Grav and the bombs remain. This Grav is genuinely going to be 5-star. Absolutely. Michelin starred. Falling off the bone level Grav. I'm so sure of it at this point. Nano for Shu. He can bang that out and they can just go chasing after someone. Oh my god, they throw someone in to kill Shu. No surviving that one. I like that. That's much better than a counter cat, to be honest. That was creative. That's made me happy. 2 for 1. Zeta are actually advantaged in this scene here. Someone Checkers, Merit, all dead. It's a full cap for Zeta.
It was just awful. I liked it a lot. It was awful. We got someone killed. They did give a kill onto Shoot. They now have to run out of this one. Desperate touch onto point. 5 meters to go. Proper's just going to pulse for wall there. Gets knocked to the side. They've killed Checkmate on point, so someone takes over touch. Merit's going to be dropped in, but there's a Zarya behind him. So Burner's going to make short work of that one here. Bastion bombs coming out. One of them lands on someone's head. Now will be a full cap. And, well... Points for trying, right? Points for trying.
Yeah, you get something for it. Far out, man. Someone grab? I don't know. We waited 5 minutes for him to get flown into the back line to get a 1-for-1 trade, and then it was actually a 1-for-3 trade, and the map's over. Happens. This is the series, too. This is the grand final for Zeta. They might just go lossless for the whole stage. Until they lose to the Gattos. Guapos, of course. Hey, Pawsome. Is that an Ellis paint? No, it's Fairy Glow. It's fake Ellis. How'd you get that, Pawsome? How do I get Fairy Glow on me? I need that. 7tv.app. Cosmetics. It's not available to me, so... let me know. I got it in 2022. Oh, great.
No good reason. You know, like, when you have something for a long time, like, the longer you wait for something, right, the more special you want it to be. So, someone had held on to that grab for so long, he wanted something really special to get that grab off.
The casters don't even try anymore. They can't even bother naming the players. They just say things like, someone is nanoed, and someone got a kill. Just purely pathetic lack of passion. Retruth. Alright. Come on. We know you're not playing Soldier, Lucio, Anna, guys. We know you've got no character whatsoever. Put the Cat Bastion in the bag. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're doing something.
Swing for Falcons. They're going to have to try and counter it. Merit is going Soldier. Some people were talking about Soldier, you know. Soldier, an independent hit scan, can play his own angles, can heal himself, can run around, can shoot a Bastion in the sky. Look at Merit. He's healing himself. He's looking in the sky. There's a TP available as well, which means someone's probably going to get TP'd onto Shu, a whole bunch. They're going to go left-hand side now. Opposite side of a Bastion. A sim classic here. If you played against Farah Mercy and EMEA, you'll know all about this. Merit is looking for Shu, but Shu is elusive. But Hanbin has cracked that one. They'll get onto Shu, but there's going to be a Bastion above them soon. They're going to have to watch out for. There's a Tracer behind them as well. Looking for another TP out of this one. Pocket is good from someone to get us through all of this. We have to go get the payload, but they've done a little maneuver and they've cracked open this first point.
Yep. They do have character, like I was saying. Of course they're rolling out on the Lucio Kiri Soldier Sim. And let's see if they can crack open Zeta Division with this one. Someone is on Diva right now. Bastion comes out into the sky, knife, trying to get it done, but good God, someone in Merit, the tag team, going to take him right out. Proper, no recall in the back, and it looks like the meta's been solved, folks. All it took was backs to the wall on Rialto. Proper, no recall, but Checkers is going to push the corner. It's like he's back in MENA. Burner getting full beamed on the card as well. No chance of a proper recontest here. He's going to lose his suit, and then soon after his life, Shu's going to pump damage for all it's worth, but it ain't worth enough to hold onto first point, and that's going to be Falcons rolling on through.
Rolling on through right now. They've got Visor for the next one as well. And actually, truth be told, for Visor, there's some legs in a Visor up against this comp, you know. Going to make it a little bit hard. Proper's going to go onto Farah too. So they've got a bunch more damage. This is these are some of the swaps that Crazy Raccoon made last time Falcons tried a Sim Diva type solution to the Cat Bastion. And it went pretty poorly for them. But obviously they've got the Soldier this time instead. And I guess we've got someone on Diva as well, which is another slight change. But a lot of damage from the skies right now. They have to try and make their way away from all of this. We've seen them TP away from the Bastion before, but it's going to be harder when there's two heroes in the sky. Visor comes out, but it's shut down. But in their face right now is Bernard. Catnap comes through. Loads of damage. Shield doesn't quite have it. They don't commit any ults here. They do force the bomb out, but it looks like they're just going to tank that one in the end, Falcons. Didn't commit anything there, other than that Visor they started with.
Yeah, just tanking it early on. Merit's over to Widow now, trying to make anything work. Is he going to get back onto Soldier? He is. Alright, Falcons, they've got a lot to roll through this next fight with. TP on towards the payload, perhaps make use of the sim wall. Asher Dasher, thanks for the 2 months. Welcome back. Ads? What do you mean ads? There's no way you had ads. It's impossible that ads were rolling there. The ad queue says the ad starts in 11 minutes, and they're coming once every 30 minutes. You're lying to me. Alright, Simwall comes out. They are going to force the payload with it. Bastion bombs in response. Chio's in a little bit of trouble. Suzu, not available, I'm afraid. Kitsu for Fielder, he's dead in the water. Everyone's dead in the water. Chio, you can't sleep on the job like that, man. That's 3 for 0. Falcons, they get a little bit around the corner. They get Burner's life, but I don't think Checkers and someone have this one in them.
Nah, we'll finish him off underneath. Someone's going to bomb for this one, actually, as well, for... He's going to get mech back at least, and yeah, just insane sleep there, right? Like, Checkmate goes for a slightly greedier sim wall in that one, where they have to walk through a bit of a, just in the open to get the maximum value out of it. Now they're having a right old problem with a cross in this next fight as well, so this is going to be another reset out of this one for Falcons now. But they do have the beat now. The beat, in theory, should be one of the more powerful timings. But now, a Catnap, a Barrage, and Nano all coming on up. We've seen the Catnaps being used, especially against a lot of these support op pushes, just to stop them. Even if they get the beat off, then they have a really hard time pushing with it because half the people are stunned and everything like that.
Checkers, come on, man. Trying to find an opening. Proper's in a bit of trouble. Massive nade. Beat push through. TP onto Shu, and they will instantly find that kill. Zeta Division, a lot of them are going to be left in the dust by this beat push as well. So far behind. Catnap from Violet is a swing and a miss. Perhaps he was using it for mobility. Who's to say, really? Violet poking from the side, but Knife is dead, and Zeta, it feels like they're really bleeding out here because Shu can't nano anybody from the main side. It's actually just Carp being pushed further and further away. Checkers is going to take the judgment call. TP back, catch out Burner, and now we need a nano onto Proper. He's going to go flying through main, can't get it done. We're on third, Savvy.
On third, not out of it yet. Falcons, 2 maps down, 1 away from losing the finals, but They've tried to counter it, and they're finding a solution that's gotten through the first 2 points. Now they just need the full cap, because obviously ZETA, they got the full cap as well. So Kitsune Rush and Visor, and you don't see this combo a lot, just because whenever you see a soldier, it's actually a really powerful combo here. They're going to drop their Visor first, though, so they're going for more of a layered approach. There's a Cat Bastion behind them, though. They turn to try and deal with that, but a Nano Bastion will just eat up all those soldier pellets, no problem. They're going to be forced all the way back, and that's going to be full reset for Falcons.
Full reset again, ZETA. Look, there's still a lot of time here for Falcons to make something work. Another Visor turn. Gets absolutely nothing for it, really. And once again, ZETA have quite a nice ult bank to hold on to third. B pushes the real ace in the hole for Team Falcons. It's really hard for Shu to survive that one until they're playing for the far back hold when he's actually basically in spawn. But ZETA, they're holding forward right now. They want to get aggressive. Look at this flank from Shu. His nade goes short, a rarity. The Suzu's good. Checkers is going to TP. Burner's lost his suit. Barrage onto the back line will take down Fielder and Chio both. Chio decides to throw himself into that one. Get down, brother. Going to tank it, but honestly, it's a pretty cheap fight for ZETA, all things considered, because they keep on charging their backline ultimates. Perna, he's on Sig, he's on Ram, he's on a little bit of everything right now. He's playing Hero Roulette. Yeah, just deep in thought.
Deep in 4 right now. Simwall Kitsune Rush available for Falcons now to try and combo this one. Low on ultimates for a second ZETA division. Only really knows bombs. We're actually going to try and get the Farah out of the sky. Can't find it right now as they flip towards point. Burner's going to end up the other side. Sleep goes wide. Bomb is out right now. Does end up killing Burner. They're going to trade that for the Baby Diva, but the payload is moving for now. No tanks in play in this 4v4. They have the Simwall if they want to go for it. Looking for this damage. Suzu has been forced catnap out after that. Suzu is pulled the Lucio into the sky. Checkmate's going to die, but Merit and Fielder find more trades. Merit's still got this off angle here as well. Deals with Shu. Now a bit of aim training onto this cat if he can. Tries to cut him off inside. Can find him. And the trades will mean ZETA get another fight, but Falcons moving the payload forward.
They keep it pushing, and how they have the beat in the symbol. This feels an awful lot like a full cap. Falcons have cracked the code. They've cracked the comp. Just pick Sim, Soldier, Lucio, Curie, of course, and someone on Diva as the final blow. Simwall completely cuts the spawn line of sight here, but Chio's going to drop the beat almost instantly. They're all going to focus on Burner, but he's nanoed and blocking. Visor as a final ultimate layer being rolled into this one, but only 1 kill for 3 ultimates. Could do better. Will do better. Down goes Merit. Fielder's traded, but Merit with the midi takes out Violet, and that is going to be a full cap for Falcons. Gorgeous.
Nicely done in the end. 5-second disadvantage is all it'll be. And they'll be right back into it. And it feels like they've got some legs.
This is an absolute disaster.
Legs.
This is a dog's breakfast. Oh,
Taylor
yeah,
Wawa, thank you very much for the prime. Welcome. AA tired.
Quite literally got some legs. Alright, this was a flip that came through, and again, that's just one of the things that comes with Sim.
Yeah, I mean, look, Checkers he's just that guy on Sim, right? He's probably one of maybe 2 people in the world that could make this work. Or at least, you know, reliably pick it and make it work. Yubi would low-key be better at doing this.
Yeah, I mean, even a couple of the fights that they won, ZETA division this is, you know, like when Chio gets slept on the rotation, and it's kind of like, yeah, ZETA have won the fight, but they actually maybe just lose second point there if Chio isn't slept on the rotation, you know, when he has beat for that. He can use his beat on that fight on point alongside the Kitsune Rush when they're C9 in the cart, right? So there's a few times where like ZETA just have to make an outplay here or get the punish on the TP, which is just hard to do consistently. But there's only a minute on the clock for Falcons now, so it's quite literally do or die. Merit's going to have a little look out on the Sonic, see what he can see, and he's going to see it's the same comp again. Back over to the Soldier, and now to try and find their opening. Not a lot of time to work with. Last time, it was a TP all the way around the outside to try and find Shu, but this time, Shu is going to have to be ready for it. He's going to know this is coming.
Yeah, Shu. Surely prepared now. Proper poking from the side, fully perked up, ready to one-shot somebody with his major. Burner playing above as well, trying to make things awkward for Team Falcons. TP, available soon. Throws a turret, then the TP goes up, but it's a fake, and it's actually Knife under pressure. Gets caught out again, but Chio and Fielder are both going to fall in the main side. Trades continue. Burner losing his suit as well. He's baby Burner at the moment, but he doesn't have his mech. There's only 11 seconds on the clock. It doesn't matter. It's over.
Yeah, they're going on to the fastest heroes possible, a Tracer, a Juno Ring, everything to throw themselves at it. But Payload's not actually that fast, so they do get the touch. They've triggered overtime, but they are on Tracer, Widow. Checkmate's gone Widow for all the marbles now. Needs a miracle on this one as Zeta Division. They've nearly got their mech back. 16%, there's a Farah above them. Oh, Burner's got his mech, that might just seal it. Now they need Checkmate to hit a hero shot, but he's just been spammed out by everyone. They're going to drop in right now. Knife drops for Bastion bombs here onto this one. Keels with that. Now player advantage on point. Merit's going to find the trade onto Shu, but it's not going to be enough. They're not going to be able to turn it, and they'll get the stop on this corner.
Yeah, looking an awful lot like Zeta. Have just got this one in the bag now. They make some adjustments, and they are ready for it the second time around. Falcons. Good effort on the Soldier Sim, but can they defend this?
It's not unholdable. Yeah, but does it work as a defense comp?
I feel like to defend, right? They probably have to play Cat Bastion. They probably just have to go back to normal comps.
Yeah.
Because doing the soldier stuff, how do you catch people out?
Knife gonna start perked up as well now, you know. So invariably these sim comps get a little bit harder when Bastion has the major perk, but he just gets to start with the perk now as well.
Yeah. Brutal. Cat Bastion, yay. Something
yeah,
like
they're gonna
that.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Knife shouldn't pick his perk until they walk out of spawn and see what comp they're on.
It's a wait and see situation. It's an Orisa tier 3.
Well, if he doesn't, it's a mistake, you know.
Yeah.
Like
This comp is so insufferable in comp. I'm sure it's just as awful in team play. Oh, God.
Yeah, he's not picked it. Yeah, he's waiting.
A minute 5 seconds, waiting to see the comp before letting it rip. Proper does not need to be on Farah. He'll see what Falcons are on and probably make the move over to Tracer. Yeah. Reaps his band down, right? So it just has to be Tracer, doesn't it? Knife gonna get flown in. They're gonna see the Diva. They still haven't seen the Cat Bastion, so I guess, you know, seconds are burning, but it's just free push zone for now. They're trying to scout out the comp. They see the Cat Bash. Perks are picked.
Yeah, there we go. Perks picked. It's a pretty holdable spot, you know. It kind of is just one fight. Now the form timing comes around, bubble in the play, but someone will match that one as well. Just need to hold on the corner. 40 seconds left on the clock. Zeta Division 1 fight away from claiming champions of Korea going into the Asia playoffs next week. Looking for their next opening, but it's all going to be on these form timings. Look at this. They've got the Zarya, though, so just the ability to bully someone on point. Now the Bastion form comes in, looking for the Cat right now. The Matrix is good, though, from someone, but he has to stay on point as well. Meanwhile, Checkmate's had his recall force. They're trying to clear someone on point. Look how low he is. Look at Burner's position. Someone needs help in here. He's 1 HP. Merit's also 1 HP. They're on life support right now, Falcons. They're so low as Burner finds the opening pick, and Knife's just going to tap it in.
All too easy, isn't it?
This is for Zarya. You know, he talks about like Zarya on the attack. You see the situation there, right? Where someone wants to spend his time in the sky, helping his Bastion and all of this. But he has to stay on point. And then he either isn't helping the Bastion because he's on point, or he's lost all of the HP to the Zarya, so he doesn't have the HP to help his Bastion properly. And Zeta Division, they're your Stage 1 Korea champions.
Yep. Mickey Mouse chip number 1 for Zeta Division. Ready to do it all again. A week from now. Versus the exact same teams. On a different stage. Or probably in the same stage, to be honest. They're probably using the same arena.
Stage, right? Yeah. I
We
believe
did
that was
it.
the gambit, right? Do it in Korea anyway, and then just gamble that we.
Did they get
Japanese and Pacific teams won't.
Did they get money for the next one?
I'm not sure.
Or is it just the land ticket? File it on top. Ellis hype. So tomorrow is off. Day after is back on. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Well. Where to now? Can I get a birthday marbles race? Happy birthday, Ryan. Yeah, you can, man. You can. I'll take it to Space Chase as well. No, it's Squid.
Uh-oh.
Got you, mate. Anything for your birthday.
Oh, thank you, Abdul, for the 17.99 in AED. Ask Unter when he is appearing on Joe Rogan Experience after shamelessly shoulder rubbing him. Can't wait for Joe to ask Unter about Steak Theory. Thanks
Yum.
very much, Abdul. It'll be one of the better episodes, I reckon.
Happy birthday, Ryan. Get in here.
You're welcome, Skates. Happy to cast. Today's a better day, is it, Ritzy? Yeah.
20 seconds on the clock. Get in here. It's Ryan's birthday race, everybody. The prize, the love of the crowd. Funky Robot 24 with a first-time play. Love to see it.
All right. I'm going to grab a drink. I'm probably going to be off. Are you staying on for a bit? Because
No, I'm getting off, mate. Yeah, I'm getting off.
I'm going to be off as well.
I'm getting straight off. Healthy sleep schedule at the moment. No need to fuck that up.
Unless...
Just not in the mood to play video games either. Just want to sleep in my own bed for one night without... Yeah, unless... it's not stadium time. It's not like...
Hold on, I'm getting a call. Stadium?
No, I'm hearing nothing from the stadium right now. In fact, you're winning the marbles race at the moment.
Of course I am. I'm a car. Right back.
Yeah, I'm a car, I guess. No! Cute Hito 686. You're too late. It's too late for your first time play. WTG raid cried. Bloons, bloons, bloons. Keep dreaming. This is Ryan's birthday race. With the WDG outro music playing as we go. Did not enjoy my stay award. Well, that's just rude, isn't it? How many hours of stadium we're getting tonight? None, Gigalore. I'm just getting off. I've just no, I've got no desire to go late tonight. I've had a pretty normal schedule thus far. So I reckon I'm just gonna put a fork in it nice and early. Just have a nice relaxing one, get to bed on time, all that. Hey, Caramel. Ha, he's just getting off. Rainy Day Blossom. Congratulations on winning Ryan's birthday race. This is a particularly important race, of course. We all know that Ryan's birthday, the original Marble Master, matters a lot. Pub. I'd send you over to Color Hex today. Like I haven't given Kels a bone in a while. So, might as well send you over to young Kels. And maybe I can get eyes on what his Cat or Bastion or Reaper gameplay looks like for when the time comes for the World Cup. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Obviously, you were watching Backbone for a while before you were watching me. But, yeah, I'm home. So, job done. I'll be back on Tuesday. Because Tuesday is when the Asia Games continue with the exact same bracket, but like ever so slightly altered by having some Japanese and Pacific teams thrown in there as well. See you all shortly. Hope you enjoyed your stay. And yeah, there's no more Bald Bone streams scheduled. That's not a part of the plan. So, thanks everybody. Good night.